Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Ironkeep Chronicles.
Oh my God, Dom with the jazz hands. You guys can't see it, but Dom's giving us serious jazz hands.
Welcome to the show, everyone. This is our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game. We are playing a D&D classic, When a Star Falls, originally written for AD&D, which I have since updated, remixed, butchered, and changed significantly for those of you following along at home. Hey, thanks to Wraith42 for subbing up. For everyone who subs or gets gifted a sub or somehow engages in some sort of subscriptory type of action gets to give a reroll to me.
Oh, what if they just do subscripts?
Oh, if they do subscripts, they just do the tiny letters underneath. Yeah.
That's a subscriptory action.
If you do a superscript, then you can give a reroll to one of our players. That's the way that it works. I've changed the rules. No, you can give a reroll to anyone sitting at our table tonight, including me, or anyone sitting at our table kind of any time. So if you want to sit on yours and save it till Friday night for our wild cards game, or maybe you want to save it till later next week or something. I don't know why you would do that, because I'm right here. So with that, let's kick things off. Go around the table, introduce everybody. It's Mr. Kyle Caps, everyone.
Hello! I'm Kyle. I'm playing Jorvin.
What's one thing you learned from last session about Jorvin?
Man, I honestly, I feel like Jorvin learned a newfound respect for
Alton?
For Alton,
yeah, fair enough.
Because there was a complete lack of respect there before.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I feel like I understand him better as an elf.
It sounds like that respect may be put to the test tonight.
I don't remember what I did last week then.
You got dragged through
XP was not a part of it.
dragged through that weird patch of psychedelic plant life, whatever that was all about. I don't know why I wrote that stuff and then left for the week. A big thanks to Jay Africa for coming in last week and filling in. Speaking of missing last week, she's back. It's Amy Vorpal, everyone.
Hello, and thanks to Squishy Pride, the best kind of pride, for the sub. I'm Amy Vorpal. I'm playing Lawnwood, Lowstorm, Becca. She's a Goliath druid, just looking for a fairy and finding friends along the way.
What's one thing we learned about Lowstorm last week?
Oh, God. I did not watch the show, so we probably learned that she... What did we learn?
Is very susceptible to petrification. That's what we learned.
She is not worthy. She's not worthy.
And she cannot be dragged by a kenku.
I almost crushed my hollow bones trying to drag you with this.
Thank you, but also, classic you.
My favorite part of that whole encounter is that Strumstrum decided you were dead.
Oh, no! That must have been tragic and traumatic.
You were like, she's dead.
Oh, yeah, I cried a bunch.
Oh, God.
Not a character.
That's on you guys. That's on you guys, because you know the truth, and you let her believe.
No, we just acknowledged that she had.
You weren't breathing. You weren't moving. You were completely petrified. What am I supposed to think?
Not my fault.
Yeah, I just pontificated on the aspect of Kenku object permanence.
Not great.
Not great.
Hey, someone who is great, Havana Mahoney. Let's see everyone.
Just in time to finish my last shift.
Yeah.
It's got there's a lot of my breath inside this bag now. I just want to warn you.
I mean, there's no more.
DJ Regular,
So I don't know.
resub. It's October and time for subbing.
You just the titular time to sub October, as we all know.
They call it Subtober, don't they?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
That's right.
That's exactly.
Did you learn anything about Strumthrum last week?
I think we experienced some of her emotional range. Because I think she's felt sad for herself a lot historically, but maybe not for other people. Not because she doesn't have empathy or something, but just because she...
Or whatever that is.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Was that like a shot at me or like
No,
a shot
no.
at you?
That was
or...
just a general shot.
A
It
shot.
was just like a sad
empathy.
statement.
Yeah,
I was like, do any of us really know how to empathize with other people, or are we just like incredibly selfish?
After this week, I think not.
Convinced ourselves that it's empathy, but really it's just completely self-serving.
Yeah.
Right, got you, Kyle,
Yeah.
got you. And I'm with you, and I agree.
In Los Angeles, it's not called empathy, it's called networking.
Self-preservation.
I care about you because you might be able to do me a favor in the future.
I care about you because you might be able to do me
A favor.
a favor
Good for
in
you.
my pants.
Yes, live your truth. Live your truth.
So yeah, I think it was the first time for her since she was kicked out of her clan, and she did go to Bard school, but didn't quite fit in there. And so this is kind of the first time where she's felt like she has a family, and to see one of them just completely immobilized and stuff, I think was a bit jarring for her. But
All right. Okay. Someone who's not jarred by anything. He is stoic. He is our Rock of Gibraltar. It's Eric Reichert, everyone.
Hi, everybody. I'm continuing to play Alton Newberry.
Moved on from the candy cigarettes directly to the elven
but you
pipe.
have 500 of them.
Yeah,
I bought those with my own Amazon.Prime money.
Didn't you also buy that?
No,
that's,
this is mine.
That's Eric's.
Oh.
Wait, can I less or more easily use Druidcraft to put out that flame?
No,
Less
it's magical.
easily.
It's elven.
You fucking dick cock.
He gave it to me.
Did you take my bit away?
No, he did. He
You
did.
took my bit away.
That's what happens
Right,
when
okay.
you miss a week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, congrats.
All right.
Congrats.
Did we learn anything about Alton last week other than the fact that he, has a magical pipe?
He's afraid of bears. Because he was like, what's something Alton's afraid of? I was like, I don't know. Bears?
Oh, no.
Officially afraid of bears.
It's canon.
SF Giants 49er, thank you so much for the, I don't remember if it's 10 euros or whatever it is. Dankeschön. Very good. We have many exciting things awaiting us in the chat. I'm sorry. We learned you're afraid of bears. Was there anything else you wanted to add to that?
No.
Awesome.
He looked great in college.
Yeah. Top boy.
Top boy. Yes. Top boy.
We also learned that his pants, you can't see it unless it's the pale moonlight, have the words top boy written on them.
Yeah.
It's a gentle embezzle.
Oh, my God.
So I was out last week. I
was
was
that
in.
you, Havana? Did you do that?
I don't remember. I don't think
Oh,
so.
No, that was all me.
No.
I was in Canada for a wedding last week, and so we got to Calgary and we checked into our hotel room, and my wife and I were both super tired, but I was like, while we've got Wi-Fi, let's flip the stream on. And you launched into that Top Boy bit, and Lindsay was like, "What is happening on your show?"
That was a tame episode.
And I was like, "Well, I can put my headphones on if she wants." She's like, "No, I want to keep watching this." All right, we've got some exciting things in store this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Please retweet whatever you do to share on your own personally curated, branded content, social media production nation machine that you do. Got some great stuff in the ladder. If you do ! Tips or ! Unlocks, you can check that out. Also, we're doing a giveaway tonight, so if you donate. Several months ago, we did a special session of a new Endless Realms, which is an RPG from Lunar Games. And the pre-orders have begun. You can get your own copy of the book if you are so inclined. We ran a session. Eric sat in on it. I don't remember who else was.
I think it was
Dom
me,
was
Dom,
in.
and the Capes Callermans.
Very good. Yeah. So the Kickstarter is fulfilling. We played it a couple months ago on the channel. For every $1 that you tip, you will get 1 or 100 bits. You'll earn 1 raffle ticket to get a PDF copy of the rule book that we are giving away tonight. So we're going to give you the game. Everyone who makes a donation of at least $1 or 100 bits.
Only $1, only 100 bits. Say it ain't so, mister.
I can't. Listen, kid, let me tell you something. This is a great deal, and you're going to want to get in on it now. Now, I say.
Ground floor.
That's a great deal. We couldn't be giving away anything else, could we?
As a matter of fact, everyone who sticks around to the end of the stream tonight is going to get a link to a free art book for Endless Realms. So we're going to send you a copy of a special art gallery from the game. So stick around to the end of the stream if you can, because that's how you're going to get the link to that. I assume it's another PDF. Yes, is Mr. Domzook is nodding.
PNG file.
It's all PNG files.
PNG file.
It's the raw PSDs. It's 2.3 terabytes. Make room on your Dropbox Professional.
It's a zip, not a zip folder, an actual zip
disk. Yeah.
So you have to find a zip drive somewhere.
125 megs at a time. Whee! I love the 90s.
Hey, someone caught on. It's Boulder Parchment Shears.
Yes!
Which is rock, paper, scissors in
Amy,
Fantasyland.
thank you so much. I was afraid.
I was lost, and now I really think I got it.
I was not the one who first figured it out, but I was there when it was figured out. And
So
I remember it.
Boulder Parchment Shears, you get a couple entries, very good. So keep those, keep that donation ladder rolling. It is to our mutual benefit, so to speak. Also, we have some subs that have come in. Wraith42, DJ Regular, and Squishy Pride all send their rerolls. That's 3 of them. To Havana Mahoney!
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was
Wow,
like,
son of a buck.
get away from
Wow.
me with that eye contact.
That's the first
That
time.
was the weirdest thing.
I remember.
I wasn't paying attention. Amy looked expectant. Tom looked mischievous. And then everyone was grossed out. And and thank you guys
It's
for
like a little bit of
And
like.
that's Ironkeep in a nutshell.
Well, no, there was no mention of butts.
Roll for butts, please.
Modern.
Modern is in for $5. Thank you so much. Bastion Fields sends their reroll over to Kyle Caps, everyone. Yeah, there you go.
That
Very
Kyle
good.
fella, he sure is swell.
I have 2 left from
two.
last session. Ding, ding, ding. So take that.
Yeah, I have 6 from last session.
Boom.
I did not write it down. I don't even know if I had any left. I think I actually may have.
How do I
You still
lose
have-
this song
still have
every
6?
time? Oh, what?
You still have 6, really?
I'm just.
No, I made up a number.
Oh, okay. Very good.
She's lying.
Would you like to lead us in our theme
Tom,
song?
Havana's lying about the number of
Here we
rerolls
go.
she's got.
Wait, I put it up top.
That's okay.
I do have 1 reroll.
1 reroll. Very good. Mhm.
I don't think I can play this song.
I think
We're
you
gonna
can.
try.
The strum pattern.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just down, 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 down. For one reason. Yeah, but it's faster. Yeah.
Here, you do it.
I kind of want you to do it. Hold on.
I didn't
Let me
practice
see.
it at all.
Do you want to do it then?
No.
Like that? Thank you. This is Havana's ukulele.
I'll do it.
She's
Eric do
ukulele is cool.
Ooh, yeah.
With his butt.
Okay.
It's a sharp butt.
It's so talented. That's so 90s, though.
I told you not to bring up my short butt.
For one reason or another, I left my father and mother and everything I've known. Oh, they say they are always with me. I know it's true. I do believe. And they say to go. Oh, go forth to where the forest is deep and look for the one who's looking for me. I accept this quest. I will do my best on my journey to Ironkeep. On my journey to Ironkeep. On my journey to Ironkeep. Yay!
Very good.
Thank you, Havana.
Yeah.
I got really excited because I thought Havana had written a song. Maybe one of these days.
I've written a song. It's called Get Pussy.
Totally, very off-brand.
Well,
Rude.
right.
It's okay. You can get all the pussy.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a real friend. That's a real friend.
Hey, some red shirt sends their reroll
Who's that red
to
shirt?
me. Thank you very
never
much.
Thanks for me.
Yeah, you jumped the gun.
All right.
Yeah, I did.
So, as we recall from last week, you entered Concernant. Unfortunately, Kirby's resubbed. That's not unfortunate. That's very fortunate. Thank you. Low Storm fell to the curse of petrification that she had. Well, you did.
You did fall. I
You did.
did. I didn't pull you over.
Face down in the mud.
Oh, was it?
Plop. Yep. And then they decided to roll
Is
you
that
over.
is that a concussion? Like, am I concussed?
No, because you
No,
were
'cause-
stone at the time.
Yeah.
You're lucky you're in one piece.
Fuck, y'all.
I mean, it was mud. It wasn't like a slab of concrete she fell on.
You do have a lot of owl poop on you for whatever reason.
Is that? I saw Kyle's drawing. No.
Did you draw the owl poop?
Drew, you covered in
You had
alcohol.
all-
Oh,
No,
no,
that was
bird
Griffin
vomit.
vomit.
Not bird.
Oh,
Griffin vomit.
Y'all,
Griffin vomit.
a lot of fluid last episode.
Look, I was not responsible for any. Well, I was responsible for some things. I can't deny that. You got to the Druid's Grove, met a couple of Durwas awakened animal companions. One was a saber-toothed tiger. One was a dire ape who wore glasses and a sort of a fancy outfit named Torin.
You may recognize him
He
from
had
Game Overwatch.
specifically fancy pants.
Yeah.
That was
He had very
established.
fancy
fancy
pants.
He had dapper pants.
Did he have a fun voice, Tom?
That was he had a good
He did
Jay
actually.
had
Jay
a-
did a great job. I honestly cannot even remember, but it was very
I
specific.
believe he talked like this. He was
Yeah.
very gruff and yes, very.
What's the word we learned? I learned it. Where your voice gets all raspy.
Oh, vocal
Vocal
fry.
fry.
Yeah, he was like, Christina came in and was like, I think I'm gonna go vocal fry today. And then Jay was like, all my characters have vocal fry. And I was like, what are you guys talking about? Are there fries? Because I would like.
Where are the fries?
How do we
Did
make
Tom
that
tell you
happen?
to bring my daily allotment of fries while you were sub jamming?
So you found out that Derwith had somehow transformed himself into a stump and was continuing the battle with the weird shadow of Lurg that you had unleashed in the lumber camp.
This is your fault. You just need to love him better.
You discovered that
better.
that Derwith's kind of strength or reserves of health were failing. And so you came to a mutually beneficial agreement with Torin that if you collected some of the herbs that you needed to brew a potion to restore you back to flesh, and also collect some of the herbs that he needed to brew some sort of like restorative potions for Derwith, then your two paths would kind of parallel together. So you ventured off into the woods and collected a few.
Fuck, y'all! I've got that's such shit. Because you know what I have? Locate plants. That would have been really helpful.
That would have definitely helped. Yeah. You found a ghost orchid. You found something called widow's weeds, which was highly poisonous.
Griffin
6
bile.
spider eggs.
Yeah.
Griffin bile, some spider eggs. Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. You fought a phase. At least 2 phase spiders, right?
Yeah, that
Phase
was
spider.
real
I kept
rough.
some of their venom.
You did. We got phase spider venom.
Oh, all right.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
It's become.
You know,
Delicate.
I talked.
Delicate.
I talked to Dom, and I was so tempted to be like, you know what? If we raise $100 in the first 30 minutes, we will never lift this cloth.
No.
That's very cheap to just ruin.
Oh my
his
god, we
life.
have 7 minutes left. That's not a real thing.
Yeah, let's see. We're on our
It's
way.
not a real thing. Is it? Is it, Tom?
It could be a real thing.
No.
Wait, do you know what's under it?
Do you think Tom would tell me what's
No.
under this?
Do you want me to tell you? I looked.
Yeah.
How much you got on you, Amy?
I was just gauging if you wanted to know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess, maybe if somebody took back what they said about me not being able to get pussy, then I'll tell you.
Havana,
You can.
you're the best at getting pussy.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said no one gets pussy the way you get pussy.
That's very true.
Thank you.
But like in a good way. Not in like
Right, in a consensual way. Yeah.
consensual
Yes.
way.
This is why we're on after 11 o'clock Eastern time. All right.
Easter time.
Easter time. I'm a bunny. Hey, so you went out and gathered the materials, put the various potions together. You found out also that Torrin had access to Derwith's notes about the star falling.
Yeah, it's not a great land for druids, for grand druids, huh?
No, well, so he's in the one area of the forest that is not permeated with this weird silver fog, right?
Oh.
So he's literally the only person in the Ironwood that could have seen where it fell, and he did, and apparently made notes on it. Torrin took his notes and kind of figured out where this thing probably went down, and told you that it's likely to have fallen in a place called Thir Pass. That Thir Pass is kind of a cursed part of Mount Hotno, kind of the mountain range there, because it is infested with Darrow, right? Who are these deranged, kind of pale, underdark dwarves who capture slaves who are known to roam the countryside at night in search of humanoids that they can enslave, and also they go out and and hunt game nocturnally and stuff like that too.
But they're not really that. Are they evil? Like, are
Yeah,
they
They're from the
I don't know, Amy. Are people who enslave other people evil?
Well, are they? They didn't sound like they're enslaving other people.
Yes, they were.
Enslaving-
They definitely
Oh.
He
enslaved.
said humanoids.
Humanoids.
That means anything that's humanoid.
No, I'm not an enslavement apologist.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were enslaving.
I guess the question I have.
like goblins or something.
Goblins are people.
Wait, what do goblins do to
Yeah,
you?
what
Goblins are okay.
Goblins
Fair.
are people. They have their own language and their own culture and
And they're
mothers and
bullshit.
fathers
They're
and daughters and sons and.
They're just
Sometimes-
misunderstood.
Sometimes you give kisses and you get.
You can focus. So what do you, I think you did that wrong.
Yeah.
But so the bow that Zariestra gave us, I didn't have to give that Derwis.
No, you didn't.
I just have that now.
You just have that now.
Is it a special bow?
Mm.
Oh, you didn't actually
He's a stump.
create an offering? Oh.
He's a stump. I didn't have to give it to him.
It got
Dude, what if you put it on the stump and that made him become a human again?
the ape?
Not
I
worth
guess
it.
We'll never
the
know.
ape just looked at the bow and was like, "Well, I trust you," and then that was it. And then now you have the bow. Does the bow say top boy on it?
No.
Why
Yeah,
would
not
it say
yet.
that? If you carve that into an elven bow, I will physically fight you.
Yes, there are several elvish runes on the bow, and they're words that you recognize as ancient, a variant of ancient Elvish. They're extremely, you're not sure what the meanings are, and they're extremely difficult to pronounce, but you have attuned to the bow, and it is, in fact, a +1 bow. So you have a magic weapon now. You feel like if you were to practice those words, you might be able to unlock further abilities, but it's a different Canuck.
Hey.
It's definitely not an RJ Canuck. It's a different Canuck.
It's a different one.
Hello, and thank you.
So you feel like if you were to really begin like studying the weapon and whatnot, and also expanding your knowledge of Elvish, you might be able to unlock further abilities with the bow. So we have a couple subs. Kirby sends their reroll to Amy Purple.
It's just all over the place today.
Fierce. This is backfiring, Tom. This is backfiring a bit.
What do you mean? I think it right fired. All right.
Front fired.
I'm unamused.
that's not relevant to my interests.
Are you Trug? No, I'm Top Boy. Oh, we've got a little comic strip going.
I realize you're just Percy. Aren't you just Percy from Harry Potter?
Ew!
Wasn't
No,
he like house boy?
Yeah, he was a prefect.
He's a
prefect,
prefect.
and he was obsessed with being a prefect, and he was very clean.
Yeah, and he
He's
betrayed his
very-
family.
And he betrayed his.
And he also slept with Lauren.
Yeah.
I have to say that you're doing a remarkably good job of modeling your character on Errol Flynn as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Which is who I modeled your...
Jorvin after?
Yeah.
No. Like that was the only picture that he gave me.
Missing the mark.
Wait, who's Errol Flynn?
He's an actor from like the 40s and 50s.
Earlier than that.
Most famous for playing like Robin Hood. There was a
Oh.
there was a
1930s.
big like
Okay.
streak of Robin Hood and
Swashbuckling
and fight like medieval fighting chivalry.
Peter O'Toole did a great job of
Crusade movies.
playing him in My Favorite Year, which
Yeah.
is like one of my favorite movies.
Kyle was like, give me descriptions of your characters. I was like, I don't know, he's a half-elf fighter. He looks like this. And it was just a picture of Errol Flynn.
I was like, okay.
It's that simple. The final thing that Torn told you was that you had, you had mentioned to him that you'd come searching, been sent by the Sage of the Tower for the books of prophecy, and Torn said that Derwith doesn't have the books, but that a fellow up on Mount Hotno, up even higher on Mount Hotno, named Warwent, does apparently possess them. And if you were to offer him some sort of trade, say a falling star, he might be able to exchange
He's up in the
them
mountains
for you.
building something. He's building the Ironkeep.
What the fuck? Wait, okay, so Warwent, what kind of animal is he, or what class?
He's-
or
He's
race?
a gnome.
He's
right?
a gnome.
Oh,
Warwent
shoot.
is a gnome. Do we know that name?
Yeah, he was...
What do you mean, Amy?
He
I
built,
feel like I know
What
that
do you
name.
mean?
he built the Ironkeep, and he built a lot of the stuff.
Oh, I remember that! Oh my
my
gosh,
God.
that was ages ago,
Yeah.
though.
But he was like such a big part of our last
Yeah.
campaign.
His name came up all
Especially in the second season, he came up
And
a
we
lot more.
like never fucking found him.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating to me.
Oh, he survived a long time then, huh? Or no, he was already dead.
This is the past.
No,
Oh, got it.
we don't know.
In the previous season, he had, or in the previous campaign
John's
arc,
crisis.
he had built a lot
That was
of
the list
sort of
of-
clockwork, steampunk kind of
Yeah.
items.
He's also from space.
Yes?
Yeah.
What?
Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. It was intimated that he was on the ship and somehow got ejected from the ship or fell through some sort of
And
energy vortex or something.
and we can get what do we get from him if we give him the falling star?
Books of
The
prophecy.
books of prophecy.
The books of
Which we
prophecy,
need to
which
do
we
to
need
get
to give to tower.
Yeah.
What is their
Tower of the
name right
Heavens?
now?
I think they're just the...
Talfi? Oh no.
Are they Telfi
The
now?
Apprentice.
No,
Or-
They're
They-
Shalfie.
No,
The
they...
Master's Apprentice.
Yeah,
That's
Master's
how they
Apprentice.
refer to themselves. It's a combination of both.
Because they were Talfi,
Talfi.
and then Shalfie joined them, and they're like, we're not either one.
Right. Very good. So, Torin said, since you have greatly helped me out and helped out Derwith, I am able to offer you quick transport to Thurno Pass, and he essentially gets out a very God
God damn it, RJ.
a different Canuck sends their reroll to Havana Mahoney. I don't. Now you're mad I didn't make a bit out of it? I don't know what.
I think she's playing it exactly right.
He's being aloof.
If we don't get to $350 in the next 2 minutes, we're never picking up this this cloth.
Wait, what?
I don't know why you're doing that to hurt me. I don't give a shit.
She's already seen it.
I did already see
Also,
it.
you can't physically stop me from not lifting that up.
Do it, Amy. Yank it.
I'm gonna do it right now. You can't stop me.
Yeah,
Amy,
you know
you
some
wouldn't-
martial
you
arts
wouldn't.
stuff or
Look how
whatever.
tough I am.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm the best.
You wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm
She's the most-
Dare
I'm
you.
the rascal.
She's most definitely the most physically fit amongst us.
I'm the
Without a
rascal.
doubt.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
joking.
true.
I don't know. I think Havana, because you do powerlifting.
I used to.
Yeah, I also used to do Muay Thai. So this is all past tense.
Maybe Luigi is the most physically fit. My dog is here. You can't see him, but that's what all this
But we
business is
still
about.
love him.
Yeah. So he.
Do it! Do it!
Hang on.
Do it! Oh.
So he
He
produces.
TOS.
He produces something that looks like out of the barn. You see him drag what looks like a canoe, right? But it's made out of wicker. It clearly would not float.
Hey, you
or,
fucking idiot.
or carry water at
That
all.
doesn't hold water.
It's a little bit wider than a canoe, but it would certainly fit the four of you without much issue. So that's
Teleport
that.
canoe.
And he says, unless there's something else.
And I just woke up. I already am awake.
So basically
Sword.
this was after he brewed this magical oil, and you have been restored.
We all give
back
you a
to
massage.
flesh. Yeah.
With it.
Although I believe it was described that it was going to kind of like take some time for the stiffness to kind of wear
I'm the Tin
off,
Man.
right? Yeah, it's a little bit of that. Mhm.
Or the Tin Woman. Yeah.
The problem is I'm the one who's going to lose the eye, right? That's the irony of the whole thing. Is I bought her the extendable pointer, and then I'm the one who's going to lose the eye.
You nervous, Tom?
Step-O-Matic's in for $10. Thanks so much. Remember, that's 10 entries for our giveaway.
Oh, nice. Good job, everybody.
Tonight. So, he says, if you are ready to depart, then please step into the basket.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Into the basket I go.
Okay. Weirder things have happened to us.
So he puts two, thick sausage-like fingers into his mouth, and he gives this piercing whistle. And suddenly these two enormous owls come circling down out of the sky.
Fly, you fool.
And they are, they probably each weigh 400 or 500 pounds. They're enormous, right? They're probably the size of half an elephant, each of them. And they reach down and they grasp, each one of them grasps onto one end of this canoe thing, and then the wind whistles through your hair as the rush of their wings washes over you, and suddenly, with a couple swift jerks, you are up in the air and airborne. It is a majestic sight for you to, I'm going to assume that this is probably, I don't know, first thing in the morning or so, right? And it's a majestic sight to kind of like lift up out of the treetops, and you can see the clearing around Kumsernant, and then also the forest around it is beautiful, right? But give me some perception checks.
Ooh, first rolls.
One thing you definitely notice without any rolls is that, as you surmised, the area under the Druid's control is the only area that does not have this strange silvery kind of misty gloom that it's swathed in.
Yeah, I got a 7. I think I'm just I'm looking at the bird.
You're just staring
Me?
at the owl.
I got a 19.
19?
14.
21.
21.
Woo!
Very good. So,
Proud of you.
one of the things that you notice as you kind of like get up to elevation, and you can see off in the distance, you can see Mount Hope-No and the mountain range behind it, kind of like jutting up from these weird clouds, right? One of the things that you notice is the silver mist, right? As you look back towards, you're like, I wonder if I can see the Tower of the Heavens or anything like that. As you look back into the forest, there are a few spots where it almost kind of like has, for kind of a modern description of it, it would almost looks like sort of like a roiling kind of thunderhead.
Okay.
So, Fixiel, thanks for the sub.
Pixia.
So the mist is largely kind of like evenly distributed, but you can tell that there are a few spots within the Ironwood where it's welling up, and it's almost like it's bubbling over and down into the rest of the wood, right? Almost as if you think about like a dry ice kind of thing, like if you put a cauldron or a bucket with dry ice, it fills the floor to a certain level, but if the bucket is a little bit higher, it bubbles over and cascades down. It's that same sort of effect. You don't see a bucket or anything like that, but you see probably 6 different spots on the horizon where there's just rising up out of the thing is this kind of bubbling cascade of this silver mist, right? So that's one thing that you notice. you spot, you decide to look back kind of towards the lumber camp direction. You know, it's very difficult to like find any landmarks through this haze, but you look back towards that way and you swear maybe like 5 or 10 miles off of where the lumber camp probably was, you swear for a moment that you see like an entire tree, like the roots just kind of go like tumbling over and over and over, and you can't hear very much because of the wind whistling over your ears and stuff like that, but you can see it kind of like suddenly spiral up and then tumble back down into the woods. Yeah. So those are the things that you...
Like a gymnastic tree?
No, like somebody tore a tree out by its roots and threw it into either up into the air or across.
So it wasn't a tree doing his tumbling act.
It was not a tree.
That's how I envision it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, like a baby Trant just going to tumbling class. Whee!
Isn't that how
It was
you heard
gymnasium.
it? That's how you read it, right? Like that tree was alive and doing tricks?
That's definitely how I read it.
Gotta be specific.
All right.
Bully someone into agreeing with your weird thing?
No.
Well, I'm just taking in everything because this is the first time where, like, I see some, like, majestic animal. I'm not immediately like, oh, I want to talk to it because we've already established that owls are dumb, they suck, and they have nothing to say to nobody. So I'm not conversing with these guys at all.
Have you told me that this point of view?
Yeah, no, okay. You're like, oh, those owls, and I'm like, no, don't. They got nothing to say. Don't even bother.
Hey there, sir. What? Nothing.
All right.
No, don't even.
A couple of stream actions to update everyone on. A different Canuck sends their reroll to Savannah Mahoney.
Thank you.
Thank you, different Canuck.
God damn it, RJ sends their reroll to me.
Damn it, RJ.
Fixiel sends their reroll to a Strumthrum.
Yay,
Thank
you.
And the table gets inspiration. So, I think this is you, right?
Yep.
Is that what we decided?
Thank you.
That's you. Where's
I'm gonna actually use mine today. It's my goal.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you for the donations.
Yeah, I'm rooting for you. You use it. I'm rooting
So
for you.
around,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I hope you use your inspiration.
it takes you cover a remarkable amount of territory very quickly.
We call it a shit ton.
1 metric buckload.
That's pretty good.
You arrive. It takes about 4 hours. It still takes about 4 hours to travel, but you approach Mount Hotono. You think it probably would have taken you 2 or 3 days to get there. And the other thing too is, after about an hour and a half, you cross out of the Druids' territory and back into the weird fog bank.
So we're flying.
Yeah.
Like an airship or like a
Zeppelin.
a zeppelin, but
instead
it's owls.
got it's
But we're just above the tree line.
No. They lift you way
Yay!
up. Campaign
Campaign
coins!
Thank you so much.
Hey, look at what we got.
Go check out their Epic D20 Kickstarter, which is funding right now. We did a little preview of it yesterday on Disorganized Play.
Give them to me.
We're going to use them, maybe,
What?
if chat unlocks something in the ladder.
I want it.
I want one.
Daddy, I want it.
I want it right now.
How many fun zipper bags do you have? Wow! Whoa!
I just
Daddy.
asked Tom how many fun zipper
Oh,
bags
these
he
feel
has.
so good.
feel
Oh,
really
there. These are. These should be poker chips.
If this was a waffle, I'd eat it.
They're the same size as poker chips.
Yeah.
We established that yesterday.
I like how, I want to use these for inspiration. These are really good.
I would.
I bought Funko Pops, Eric.
No, not for this is
him,
great
Eric?
for the
I
game.
did.
I'm checking my home game. God.
Are we on
Wait,
time?
also,
Yeah.
do you
I'm
know
DMing
what that
3
is?
No,
Some
it's like-
days I have
It's a parent thing where you're so used to yelling at one
Yeah.
kid that you yell at, or you have to go through the order of
Hey,
kids until you
yeah.
get the right
How
one.
many kids do you have?
Here's the thing. I like Kyle.
Eric has so many kids.
I
How
like
many of them are are mine?
All of them.
I like Kyle, so when I'm mad
Just
or I'm
the ones named
upset, I
Kyle.
want to call him Eric.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Because I don't like Eric.
Yeah.
So
Why don't you like Eric? Can we talk about this?
There's nothing I like more than talking about people I hate.
So thanks to campaign coins, the DM's lament was just unlocked. That's exactly what we're going to use.
These were? Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, the weight is so good.
Yeah.
Yes.
These are great.
Just
They
makes
are
me
beautiful.
want to hold them.
Go
they're-
back the Kickstarter
Oh, Kickstarter. Okay, cool.
right now.
Can you do this?
It's available right now.
Everyone, wait. I gotta do
Yeah.
this.
I don't think I could scrunch it.
I already
Oh,
backed
wait,
it.
okay.
Amy, how'd you do
We're
that?
working on stretch goals there.
I've
It's
got,
funded.
my eyes are deep.
Oh my god,
fucking
it's like
set.
in your eye.
I know, my eyes go really far back.
I
in my
guess I
head.
got shallow eyes. Is
Yeah.
what I'm learning.
I've got-
I can't do it.
I've got deep eyes. It makes my eyes eat
I'll
a
just
lot of
do
makeup.
Yeah. You want both?
Is that look cute? Oh yeah.
Aha!
For the boatman.
Okay,
Get
send
those
me
screen
up
caps
forever
in, Mark. This
sticks,
is not going to
bitches.
last long.
The jig is up. The
I've
juice
got-
is out.
Okay.
Finally found us.
Oh, no.
Is there a problem if I have an eye disease?
What? Oh god.
Just kidding.
Just a little bit of pink eye.
By the way,
Yeah.
when we ship these out, we coat them in
in my
lime.
my fluid.
All right.
Just like
And-
pus. Just the
Yeah.
sealant is just human pus.
Yeah, we pop our zits all over this.
Ooh, that took a turn I did not expect. All right.
Are zits pus? No. No, pus is an infection thing.
That's what is it is.
No, a zit is
Yeah.
not an infection, it's a buildup
It's,
of,
it's an infection of the pore.
You're lying. Don't talk to me like you know. It's not an infection.
Okay.
I know we have a dermatologist in the chat. They should let us know.
Very good. Well, while they are typing in their long and very clinical explanation of what exactly a zit is,
Roll for zit.
roll for zit. 1d6 per,
It's a
per
nasty
cheek.
zit.
How many zits do you have on your butt? 0.
Oh my god.
How did you know I had no zits on my butt?
Wow.
You said you didn't open those pictures.
I
sent so many, but
I
you said
watched-
you didn't look.
I watched the stream while the moon was shining. All right. So.
Oh, is that what it is? Is it actually on your person? It's not on the pants?
I think it actually says top boy.
He just writes it in honey and lets the mosquitoes at it?
I think it says top
No,
boy.
what if he just got fucking branded? Like, got hot iron on his ass?
Oh my god.
That's how dedicated he is to being top boy?
Yeah. That was like
Morga Shack.
that was the like the main like that
That's
that
how
was
you
like
know.
end of the whatever the
Middle school?
I was gonna say that whatever they call like, you know, frat week, right?
Oh, rush?
Rush week or whatever. That's the end.
Yeah.
You just get top boy on
Yeah.
the back.
In middle school, we would just use erasers on our skin until all our flesh came off.
To do what?
So we could have permanent scars.
Erasers.
Did no one else do that?
No,
Oh, okay.
I grew up in California.
Yeah, but not a lot to do in the Midwest.
All right. Well, you've taken in kind of like the as much as you can take in terms of your travel and looking over the forest here and whatnot. And you notice that suddenly you begin to like very gradually descend. You know, they let their wings out and the rush of the wind begins to take on a distinctly different whistling sound as you begin swooping your way down through this layer. And you notice that the fog, the silvery mist, when you pass through it does have an odd, almost metallic kind of taste to it, right? And
Or we have diabetes.
in some respects, it reminds you of like if you've bitten your tongue or bitten your cheek or something like that. It reminds you of like kind of the taste of blood in your mouth as you breathe this stuff in. It has kind of just that metallic tang to it.
Stroma's just in a corner
Iron.
of...
It's iron. Because Ironwood, right? Because Ironwood, iron mist, iron all the things.
You know what it is it's smog from a factory that's creating iron supplements and assets to create the Ironkeep.
Definitely.
Anyway,
Is it
Strom's in
factory?
a corner just going like this.
Yeah, you don't want to get any of that inside your mouth.
He's says as he lights his pipe.
Oh yeah, I don't know that I can't do this, so I try to do a craftier thing out.
As he continues
The
to
smoke
puff.
forms. Fuck you. Cursive.
No, what's that?
Well, you are flying along, so as he exhales, it just makes this long streamer up the side of his mouth.
I'm behind him.
Here, I got you.
Hey, Alton. Don't know if you realised it yet, but I can't do my prank on you anymore.
It's a shame.
Have you noticed that?
Oh, so weird.
So what's up with that pipe?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're just not worthy.
Ooh.
Is that true?
That I'm not worthy?
That's in character. Like, ooh.
Yeah.
You're actually at the front looking around, but all of a sudden your head snaps back. You're like,
Okay.
Alton said that, and Eric was like, ooh.
Yeah. Now, look, if this is a prank, I'll just prank you on a scale of 2 out of 10 or whatever. But you like stuck a dagger in my heart just then. So, you know, is this a prank or?
No, it's Elven. I don't think it'll work on it.
So you don't think that maybe I'm not worthy?
No, of course you're worthy.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Have some self-worth.
yeah, your worthiness is not
that's-
dependent on whether other people think you're worthy or not.
I think you're worthy.
What?
You better not helping me prove my point to Stormy.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. But
I'm staying out of this.
okay. All right. Believe in myself. Oh my God.
Worthiness can only come from within.
No, that's not true at all.
No one can ever tell you you're good enough.
Yes, they can, and I like it when they do.
I don't know if requiring affirmation from other people is necessarily worthy.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm not ready for this.
All right, and so suddenly you begin to see like treetops and whatnot, and there's kind of like the owls do kind of like a swoop and a swoosh and cartwheel a little bit around in kind of a spiral, and the next thing you know, clomp, you are on the side of a small lake, and you are sort of dropped there, and they kind of stop for a moment, and the one owl looks at the other one and kind of like gives a nod, and one of them flies off, just takes off, and the other one sits on top of the canoe and kind of peers at you.
Are you expecting a tip?
And then looks off in the distance, and
Thanks, Eric Vulgaris.
Are they insulting you?
No, I don't think so.
and you can see that
I mean, not in their name.
Eric Vulgar is. I agree.
Eric Vulgar, yeah.
You will be.
and you can see that there is a slightly muddy stream that leads up into kind of the foothills of the mountain here, which you assume you're sort of at the base of Thir Pass. What would you like to do at this point? You've been traveling for about 4 hours. It's probably roughly noon, 1 o'clock, something like that.
I'm gonna ignore the owl, as Jorvin has said too.
Yeah, it's true. Like,
How-
you offer
how
them a
big is
tip.
the
I'm like,
owl?
well, I got a tip for you.
No.
Learn some
Beast?
small talk.
I wasn't
Like 400 or
offering them a
500
tip.
pounds.
I was condescending.
Probably a
Oh,
good
okay.
10 or 12 feet tall, right?
Did you bring enough for the whole table?
Don't worry, it's a.
If you want some off-leash dog treats.
Oh, I want
do.
Kyle
Well,
to
that,
eat them.
that owl is a predator. Apparently, Darrow doesn't let them eat meat.
Yes. That's weird.
And so we're just gonna go and get the star then. Do we even know how big it is, or if we can carry it? I mean, I can carry anything.
I know you can. And you know you can.
And that's more
No one said anything to oppose that idea.
Okay,
Well,
great.
she did.
Yeah,
Just
that's
so we're on
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
page.
She keeps bringing it up.
How strong I am. Shall we go and find the star then?
Sure.
Yes. Absolutely.
We'll probably, have to kill some people for it. But
No,
they
yeah,
sound
but
like bad people.
Those Darrow definitely sound like a real rough and tumble group.
So you know that they are largely nocturnal, but that's complicated by the fact that the fog that permeates the area here doesn't really allow any direct sunlight in, right?
How
So,
far ahead of us can we see? Like
60 feet. You can always
Okay.
see about 60 feet, so which
okay.
is not bad, but it's very, not great for like scouting and things like that.
I'm not quite at a level where I can turn into things that fly, so I can't help with.
And at this rate, you never will be.
Yeah, I know.
God damn it!
It was more a jab at Tom than you.
Oh yeah, it sure is.
That's kind of up to chat.
Let's level us up. Do they get to level us up today? Level us up. Level us up. Yeah, great.
Low
shit.
hanging fruit.
Is it? What are you talking
It's
about?
on the ladder.
It is? Tom, you didn't say that.
No, I didn't. I don't tell you what's on the ladder. That's not my job.
Okay.
There shouldn't be anything on a ladder because you got to consider safety first and foremost.
How would you get your ceiling painted if there's never anything on the ladder?
You have it in your hand.
Yes.
Don't.
Oh, good miming.
Or telescoping poles.
Yeah, you don't even need a
Oh, great miming.
Ooh, water balloons.
Oh.
Mime it. Yes. Oh.
Super soaker.
Did you catch it or?
No, I threw it a granny style.
Oh.
It's
Good
all
miming. Yes.
I don't think paint would work in a situation.
for object
it would
work
clog
is
up.
phenomenal.
You all win points for miming. Thanks to the bar 1971.
just take the level up thing just off, and then we'll just.
We're not gonna get leveled up.
All right.
wrong?
The bard is in for $5.
Dom's gonna take a thing off the
Eric Vulgaris sends their reroll to me. Thank you very much.
Wow, there is an Eric at this table, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
He knows. We know
Yeah.
each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's not
Eric.
be on
Do
the
we-
Facebook.
Every Eric
Yeah.
knows each other.
Do we know?
You go to the meetings?
Is there a map of like where we know
They're
the
also
star
all
went, or
alcohol.
like he dropped us at a place?
Yeah, so
And-
so you were told that it's in Thurno Pass. You were told that the owls were going to take you to Thurno Pass. So you assume that you're within a couple miles of wherever this thing came down, but
And the elves were supposed to take us to Thurno Pass, so we can assume that
Um,
maybe they took us in the right direction.
it makes
probably.
it makes sense that you would see that there is actually like as you look towards the dice. As you look towards the dice,
There's dice?
let me roll some stuff.
Oh yeah, roll.
I
What
mean,
you got
elves
in
are
there?
stupid, so
What
there's
you got in there? What's that cool?
an equal
we
chance
don't
they
have
took us in the
that.
wrong direction.
Ooh, are those new dice?
No,
Oh, they're pretty.
thank you.
They're nice looking dice.
I appreciate that.
Good looking dice.
As you look towards the north, you can see that there are a bunch of burned trees that are actually like knocked down, as if there was a great impact and a burst of fire that had roared through the valley here.
Man, these trees over here sure are sleepy.
Yeah, let's go the other way.
Mm.
I don't like sleepy trees. Wow.
I kind of think that is the direction. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah, it is.
That seems like a
That's where the
promising direction.
I wonder how big this star is.
That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, how big are they in the sky? They seem so small, but they're very far away. Who knows?
I've never been to the stars.
And neither have I.
Me neither. But I like the idea of it.
Okay, so you're going
That
to
whisker basket was the highest I've ever been.
You were high that whole time?
Yeah, I think you've been higher before.
Definitely not the highest Jordan.
Hey,
I don't remember much.
that's
of it.
my bag.
I don't remember much.
Yeah, exactly. Badger has certainly been higher.
All right. So your plan is to move in the direction of the fallen trees and kind of move towards the source. Is there anything else I need to know that might influence how I punish you?
Yes, I would like to stay within the 60 feet of visual range of them, but I'll be like 40 to 50 feet ahead, essentially trying to just kind of scout, keeping a perimeter, things like that.
So we're like walking along, and then in the distance we just see you go.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, I'm like singing my theme song.
Climb this tree.
Modern shows.
What if I'm chasing after you
500
playing your
bits.
theme song?
That's okay too.
Do you have a theme song? That's totally his theme song.
Now, are you
Badger.
Are you trying to move stealthily, or are you just moving it along?
No, I'm moving stealthily.
Okay.
Because I can move at a normal pace and still keep my
And
stealth
still
when
be
it's,
stealthy.
when it's me.
Thank you, Angry Chef.
Very good. Since you're out front, why don't you give me a preliminary perception check?
Ooh, starting him out.
Inspiration.
Pretty.
That would be a 19.
good.
19. All right. So you are moving along through the valley here, and you notice that the valley follows a very small but winding stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably only like 30 feet across. One thing that you notice is that the water of the stream, which you would normally expect to be like probably fed from a mountain spring, you expect it to be like intensely cold or at least very chilly. It's lukewarm, which is much warmer than you anticipate, right? You would guess probably like at night, like it's warm enough that it might even give off a little bit of steam when here in the mountains it's going to get cool, right?
Yeah, I take a sip of it and yeah.
Oh,
Spit it
why? You don't need to put it in your mouth to know what temperature it is.
Yeah, and it has a very bitter taste to it, right?
Roll a constitution check for diarrhea.
Joke's on you. Jorvin has
Never poops.
Yeah. It's always
Sewed up
there.
his butthole.
My dog has an iron stomach, but muddy water.
No good. Yeah. Every once in a while, we'll go up to the Angeles National Forest, and I will basically like hang out and do some writing and whatnot in a hammock while
You bragging?
no, while Lindsay goes off on a hike. But I have the dog, right? And the dog loves to go in the stream, but I'm like, you can't drink that water, dude. You cannot drink that stream water. I don't care. We're too close to Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, it's just nuclear waste in there.
After about 20 minutes,
What if you became a Ninja Turtle?
Laziest
Luigi.
Ninja Turtle ever. You enjoy all the pizza.
after about 20 minutes, a couple things happen. Number
Big rat.
one, you hear kind of this like the sound which you kind of like momentarily are startled by, but then you put two and two together and you realize the owls must have taken off, right? So
There's
you,
only one left. The other guy did. The other guy left.
Yeah, and I turn on like, new friend? Oh, just the freaking ass.
So that happens. The other thing is you do notice as you're walking along the edge of the stream, the edge of this stream has soaked in quite a bit into the surrounding soil, and there's kind of like a muddy bank on either side of this little creek, right?
Okay.
And you see a couple of boot prints.
Good job.
that look like they're kind of like they cross the stream, but then it looks like they go back up the stream.
So it's like they came from the other side, or it's like they came to the edge and then went away?
It looks like, so if the stream is going like this, they came off of like solid, firm ground, left a couple boot prints as they crossed the river, and then on the other side of the bank, they left muddy boot prints up the river.
So not Jesus.
But rather, I'm sorry, just to clarify, they came from this side of the stream.
Oh, that's the opposite of what you were saying.
I know. So they came from the other side of the stream, and then on your side of the stream, they
Okay.
move up. Mm-hmm. All right. And does that change?
Is there
anything?
a big schlup where you can see they've tried to like jump over, but kind of it didn't land quite right, and so they kind of like half slipped.
It's like a
just
boot
like a big
stuck in the mud. That
Yeah.
they get rid of.
Listen, I grew up around cricks, and that is the situation. That someone's gonna do it.
It looks like they know this territory fairly well, and you don't see a lot of like
Missteps.
Yeah, missteps or whatnot, right?
I inspect closely. Do they?
And in fact, it looks like they're able to sort of like pick out some of the firmer parts of the mud and whatnot. That like they kind of know which clumps are firmer ground and to avoid some of the sloppy parts that you guys end up stepping in.
By how he steps, does he seem friendly? Can I tell?
Is it like a hard step or is
yeah,
it
is there
a
dainty?
caress of the mud?
A beckoning step or
Is there any point did he fall down and leave a butt print? That
Yeah. What's
judge?
the butt situation?
So one thing that you can pick up on is there is an old and there's outside of the mud, right? There's an older trail or some sort of set of prints in kind of the loose gravel and rock, the mountain scree, if you will. And you can tell that there was some sort of altercation in this spot alongside the river, and that two of these creatures that are wearing these boots that apparently are, that you've picked up on in the mud, two of those creatures dragged a third creature off up towards the stream. But that scene is older, and therefore whatever tracks would have been in the mud probably have long since settled.
Well.
Well, I guess the question is, should we go and farm this person, or should we see where they came from, or ignore it completely?
Well, are the tracks heading toward into the kind of fired area, like this kind of destroyed area? Yeah, no, it's heading in the direction of which we should go. I say we follow the tracks, see if there's anybody else abound that might be able to give more insight into this area.
Yeah, I'd rather meet them and surprise them than go backwards and maybe they double back and surprise us.
Well, the other people are said to be crazy. Maybe they don't wear boots. Just saying. It'd be crazy not to wear boots.
It does seem like there's only one of this one.
I mean, Strom doesn't wear boots. Is she crazy?
Well,
I tried once, it hurt.
Yeah.
she has
I don't
mean-
think she's crazy because she doesn't wear boots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to know what Kenku boots look like.
They don't exist. So she probably tried to put on people boots.
Yeah.
They're just regular boots. It's just that there's holes in the front for the toes to
She made some.
jut out.
It's really sad.
They're like spats, basically.
Yeah, they cover most of the foot, but still the pads still touch the ground, so it's pointless.
They're cosplay boots.
All right. So you're going to continue along the flow of the creek here. That's what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Yes.
So just a reminder for everyone who's donated, we are giving away a copy of the Endless Realms RPG. Every $1 or every 100 bits that you chip in will earn you a ticket. And at the end of the night, we're going to raffle off the PDF for the game. We're also giving everyone who sticks around for the complete stream. At the end of the stream, we're going to give you a copy of the art book for the Endless Realms game by Lunar Games.
Thank you, RJ.
Check that out. RJ Canuck is
Thank
in
you,
for
RJ
17
Canuck.
bucks. That's 17 tickets. Thank you so much, RJ. Maybe that'll unlock
That's a lot of tickets.
That's a lot.
something else.
Every $1 gets you a ticket?
Every $1 is a ticket. Every 100 bits. You got it.
Are you telling me?
10.95 is in for 10 ticks. Modern Show's in for 5.
Got
Maybe
it.
even more. All right. So you walk. I can't roll dice tonight. About another 20 minutes, and the landscape around you is charred. Right? After about 20 minutes, you've crossed over into an area where it's not just that the trees have been knocked down and burned, and there's been a fire, and there's kind of chunks of burned branches that hit the ground, stuff like that. But the actual soil itself is blasted black into a hardened crust. Clearly, it's been exposed to intense heat sometime in the recent past, right? So you're tromping across this sort of forbidding landscape, and another half an hour or so passes, and you come upon the valley really narrows down, right? And so you're really just sort of following the creek, and there's a little mud bank kind of in between these very steep cliff sides as you kind of clamber up the side of the mountain here. And after another half an hour, you can see that on the right-hand side, part of the mountain has been blasted away. You're standing on the edge of this crater. And there's this enormous, probably 400-foot wide crater that's been blasted away into the side of the mountain. This is clearly where the star hit. About 50 feet up in front of you, you can see the source of the creek, and you can see that there's a cave where this water is now trickling out of, and there's...
And the cave is separate from the blast?
It is down below the blast area. It's on it's on... So if you look at the mountain like this, there's this big notch that's been taken out of the mountainside, and the cave is sort of like at the base, sort of underneath where that blast area is.
Okay.
But the opening's still open, like it didn't look like structural damage to the cave.
There is a bunch of like rock slide, you know, kind of again like that loose scree that's tumbled down the side of the mountain. Although a lot of that area in the crater was just like vaporized, must have gotten turned to dust and like settled back down to earth, you know, wherever. And the place is covered with this odd sort of like grayish dusts on the mountain face. But this cave looks like it's a natural feature of the mountainside. It doesn't necessarily look like it was cracked open by the impact of the crater. You do see quite a bit of sort of like shifted rock and things like that.
And where do the footprints lead?
Further down, I've spent the past half hour, obviously, showcasing my great tracking skills. I'm like, you know, he's definitely. I can tell by the way he's stepping here. He's had a real hard time dealing with his relationship with his sister. They're still reconciling, I feel, at this point. But you know, I think that he's going to pull through.
I don't believe
Good. I believe everything. Good
Why
work.
would he lie?
I don't know. He's trying to impress us, and he doesn't have to. We already like him.
I do like Jordan.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Keep going.
It's all I want
I
to
like
hear.
this story.
But it doesn't lead down to like the cave or into the crater.
Well, as you get closer to the as you get closer to this area, there's now like multiple sets of boot prints, and they all seem to converge on the cave where the water is flowing out.
And these boot prints, they're like normal humanoid size, or a little bit smaller or larger, or
they're slightly smaller than normal humanoid size.
so more like my size.
Okay. Maybe a little bit like it's
Somewhere in between.
In between, yeah. Okay. Like not as long as a human foot, but wider than a human foot.
Okay.
Right.
Do you think someone else might have gotten the star already?
Well, I don't see it down in this large impact area, which we're going to assume is probably where the star landed.
Yeah.
Why would we assume that?
Well, something that normally falls from the sky makes at least some sort of impact. You know, it happens whenever I fall from the trees.
Like this. And I punch the earth. And it freaking...
Makes a little crater.
Yeah.
Like anime style.
Anime style?
You know, when they punch and there's always like that big divot in the...
Right.
Never mind.
She Goku'd it.
Power, yeah. 9,000!
Oh, man. But I try to do that as quietly as possible. But I don't.
Oh, you don't take 3 seasons to charge up?
Yeah, exactly.
She spirit bombs it.
This isn't even my final form.
Well, let's get closer to the cave and see if anyone did lift the star out where they might have taken it.
Do we hear anything like talking or like a tiny little pug snoring?
Oh, Harold's being so cute. He's so asleep.
You don't hear talking. You do hear the sound of water rushing, kind of like coming from inside the cave. It sounds like maybe there's some sort of falls or like active spring from inside the cave. You can definitely hear that gurgling, sound of water over stone and water falling down and puddling into a larger pool and that sort of thing. This is without getting particularly close to.
They're supposed to be crazy anyway, so it wouldn't be talking. Do we hear rambling? Is there any rambling?
You don't hear anything right now.
Okay.
It's like, hey George, how's it going? My name's Steve. Right, they are crazy.
All right. So what's your plan here?
Well, yeah, let's go down there.
Yeah, well, let's check out the crater and
Yeah,
like,
how steep
like
is
there's
the crater though?
yeah.
Is it wet
Well, it's
and
400
muddy?
feet across, right?
Oh,
and you have
goody.
to climb up the side of the mountain a little bit in order to get up to the edge of the crater.
I want to do that.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. So who's leading the way?
These dogs are so comfortable right now.
They are just having the time of their life. Well, do you want to go first to essentially climb up and like get the pittance and everything else ready for
Yeah.
this?
Oh,
Give me
no,
an
stone.
athletics check.
That is true. I'm so good at that. Oh my gosh. I'm really good at it.
I'm disgusted by how good you
I
are.
really am. It's
What
plus
the?
6.
This is fucked up how good I am at this.
Yes, a 10 plus 6 is 16.
16. All right. So it does take you some effort, but you hammer in some spikes up on the side and clamber up to the edge of the crater.
I could have turned into a goat again. Those bitches can climb.
It's true.
Just not come down that well.
You get up there.
They have to. It's true. I looked it up, and they would have to zigzag their way down.
Doesn't mean they're bad at getting down.
Well, no, but the tree thing that I was climbing down, there was no way to zigzag down, so it was harder. The way their
I just
hooves
think
are.
the only way we're gonna resolve this is if we buy a goat.
Yeah.
Havana.
And grow a tree. It's going to take several
wanted to
years, but
own-
it will be so worth it.
I've wanted to co-own a living organism with you for a long time. now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look,
man,
you
that's
guys
just-
can't get a gout without having us in on it as well.
gout?
A goat.
I don't want gout.
We share custody of a goat now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want it
And
on.
then we
I
should
want it
have
on-
several goats. Then we'll eat all of them. Then get the
What the
goat.
fuck? Wait, you're
I'm just
taking
trying to get to the goat.
They're literally called kids.
Yeah, and they're gonna have 2 daddies and 2 mommies.
The one absent dad.
But yeah,
son
no,
of
let's
the
definitely
dad.
buy a goat.
Give me a knowledge, nature, or
Oh.
intelligence investigation check.
Can I aid her in that in any
Oh
way?
my
Well,
god!
climb up there. See if you can climb up there, buddy.
Oh,
Give me
heck
an
yeah.
athletics check.
Will that
Buddy?
be,
Come on, aid me.
Athletics?
Yeah.
That'll be a grand total of 10.
Aid
Well,
me.
with her climbing spikes and stuff that she's put in, that will do it. So you get up there.
You
You,
probably
can
like
help her.
fall a little bit and go, ah, and she just grabs you.
Yeah. by the cloak.
Stop messing around. Goofing.
We both know you can't climb.
You're just holding me by the cloak. I'm just slightly spinning. I'm like, oh, that thing, yes. But take advantage on your nature check.
Jorvin is so
I
cute.
shall. German is cute. All right, babies.
He's such like a classic cartoon.
Oh my god, 2 19s. Hell yes. So I actually have a -1 nature and I have a terrible
What?
I have a -3 intelligence, but I'm proficient in knowledge nature, so I'm only -1. So 18.
I thought you. Okay.
Yeah, instead of -3, it's only a -1.
I am not intelligent. I'm wise. I'm wise, but not intelligent.
Yeah. Well, because remember, our proficiency bonus is only +2 because we're level 4.
Yeah, we're not level 10 as promised. Him!
Did you forget to hand out that XP while you were away?
Oh,
Tom.
burn. Yeah, burn. Burn.
Hey, how was Canada? Was it? We don't care.
This is the episode where I lose the eye, isn't it? All right. Do not put that in my entire career is about this thing.
And your Iron Man
It's
hands.
beautiful.
Yeah, mostly that. Every audition.
That's right.
I'm ready to be Tony Stark. Can I be Tony Stark now?
So you get up to the edge of the crater, and you're looking around, and you're like, "What kind of rock are we looking for?" And Jordan's like, "I suppose we're looking for like some sort of like round rock." And you don't see one, but what the two of you puzzle out is that there was some sort of initial impact and then, for whatever reason, there was a secondary collapse of the crater, right? So it essentially like collapsed in on itself again.
So it's probably like somehow like underground, maybe, or something. Okay.
It may be underground. It may have been removed. You don't know, but there was some sort of disturbance or whatever that caused the crater to. At first there was this violent kind of like explosion of rock where the rock was thrown violently outward, and then there was some other incident that happened that caused the edge of the crater to collapse and form sort of like a smooth bowl in the middle. Normally you would expect, like with something like this, when it hit, everything is thrown so far out that whatever hit was probably in the middle. But it's very clear that the rock has subsequently sort of like slid back in, sort of backfilled into the crater.
Okay.
Well, can we
What's going on down there?
This mountaintop has experienced some trauma.
Yes. No.
Yeah, I got hit by a star.
No star that we can see.
Yes, it got hit by a star, and then it got hit, and then it didn't like it or something, and it fell over again. Anyway, do you want to dig it out? Should we dig it out? We can try to dig it out.
There is a lot of rocks, but maybe.
I don't think I'm built for that.
Can stars talk back? Can we just yell for it?
Could I do
How
a
do
mold
stars
earth?
work?
Would like the stuff around this count as earth? Like, could I remove some of it?
It counts as moon.
You could, but as Drovin has pointed out, there's such a massive stone that it would probably take you hours. You can only move 5 feet at a time, right? So it would take you literally out. And then the problem is that it's all very loose, so it's very hard to move it because once you shovel something out, it starts to slide back.
And where's the cave in relation to this?
So the crater is like, say it's up here, and the cave entrance is down below.
But
maybe. Oh,
sorry, no, go ahead.
well, maybe it fell all the way into the cave.
That's smart.
Well, yes, the cave might give us access to and what is.
And didn't you say the
below?
stream water was rather warm? I mean, I don't know anything about what a star would do, but I imagine it could possibly warm the water of
Well,
this.
they're made of fire, so right?
Are they? I don't know anything about
Isn't
that.
this-
They
Sun-
look like they are.
I thought they were made of the will of Saloon.
Excuse you?
All of our
Excuse
5
me?
sons have stars. They're stars. All of our 5 sons, right? There's 5 sons. How many sons are there?
I think there's
I don't have any
one
children.
One son. One son in the sky, the one that we have, that's a star.
Why do you think we have 5 sons?
I don't know, it's fantasy
No,
world.
but the thing we have is a sun, and stars are tiny.
No, but
The sun's big, and the stars are
no,
tiny.
it's just a matter
I'm
of
with Alvin on
relativity,
this one.
really.
I don't.
Yes, the sun is a star.
But they shine bright like a torch.
Yeah.
or a diamond.
Yeah, they do.
They shine bright like a diamond.
More accurately,
Shine bright
though,
like a
is
diamond.
what Strum said, that it shines bright like a torch, because it is fire.
It's just a guess. I've never talked to a star before.
Yeah,
But it's
that's
just
what I'm
how
saying.
it
Maybe
is.
might
if
get
we
the
just
chance.
call out the star's name, do we know which star
Do
it
we
was
know
that fell?
its name?
No.
Jupiter!
Anyway, yeah, I think it definitely can cause heat. I think it definitely can cause heat.
So, into
Was
the
that the
cave.
question? Oh, okay, great. So it's decided then.
we're like near the impact area, right?
We're on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're standing on
We're
the
like
edge of it
okay.
now.
So I'm gonna definitely pop a mushroom and kind of give it a sec to kick in and like look around for any like magical energies or things like that with detect magic to see
I
if
see.
like anything is kind of permeating the area or if anything's coming from the cave or whatever.
So when you do that, you definitely can see some sort of faint transmutation aura that permeates the water that's coming out of the cave, right? And you see that's a similar type of aura in the dust that's settled around this area. So kind of like the whole hillside glows. But one of the things that tips off that something has definitely like shifted or whatever is that the rim of the crater and everything around it is covered with this transmutation dust. but the sides of the crater are not, and then the rock that's pooled in the center has that same similar type of glow. So in other words, there must have been some sort of like whatever topsoil was infused with this aura, slid away to reveal fresh soil underneath that isn't contaminated with that stuff.
I see colors.
But
I have no idea what they mean, but I see colors.
The aura coming from the stream is definitely stronger than the fine layer of dust. That's
Have your wits about you. The stream is magical.
Okay. Okay, so I imagine we should probably then be careful. Like, nobody drink from it. It would be super weird if somebody just
Oh no!
Yeah.
Shum! What was that face doing? You made a face.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
Here, have some of mine. It's a wineskin. It's just wine.
This water tastes weird.
That's top boy juice.
I suddenly want to cry, but also party.
Then it's working.
Top boy juice is the worst name for anything.
all right. Good news. Inspiration has been refreshed by chat, so you get this back. Everybody else has a double inspiration. What's your
this is new.
What's your plan of attack? What's your marching order as you approach the mouth of the cave?
Well, I gotta be somewhere in the middle, because I'm stuffing in the
Do you
Oreo.
have your figures?
I take front.
I have one.
So
Because-
Jorvin's in the front. You're somewhere in the middle.
I'll be behind Jorvin.
And I'll be in
Okay.
the back.
I like it because height-wise, that means everyone could just stab over each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's adorable.
Well, I can fire arrows over your head without worrying.
Yeah, exactly.
Shine
What?
bright
The what?
like a
All right.
diamond.
I don't think that's the one
Ooh.
that wasn't in the
Shine
box. That's
bright
one of
like
them.
a diamond.
That's mine.
Yeah. The
Oh.
black one.
Oh, the black. Oh,
That's all I
that's
got.
mine. Are we? Wait, why are there only
There's one
three?
over here.
Ah, okay.
Red is mine.
That's
you
why.
want it? Do you really?
No, that's okay. Fine.
We pass this to him. I'm not gonna trust myself to throw it. Low storm, there you are. Good girl.
Good girl.
All right. Very good. So you approach the mouth of the cave.
Yay! Ooh, good job, Tom.
Wow.
Wait,
oh
what
man,
was
this
that?
was great.
Why were the cups there?
To hold it up.
So they don't knock over the foam
To
ditties.
throw us off the scent.
Didn't smosh the rocks. All right.
Is this Dwarven Forge?
No, it's
Where are we at? Are we over here? We're over here, huh?
here. Yes.
Harold!
Harold, it's water time.
Harold!
Get that water, son.
Mm-hmm.
Get that water.
Right? Diamond.
All right. So you're, as described, this is mud, right? You're kind of slurking through this area.
Oh, we are slurking.
Yeah, it is difficult.
Slurping and lurking.
I'm up to like.
Slurping right along.
Nipples.
I'm up to my waist. Yeah.
It
Up
is.
to my nippies and
My nips.
creek juice.
It is difficult
boy,
terrain.
No. Well, I guess we're in a cave now. We're not in your favorite terrain.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's a forest cave.
Forge.
Oh.
I once convinced the GM. It's like, well, technically it's the Underdark because it's a cave.
Very good.
Is
so,
that technically true?
No, it's
that
not.
cave is
It's
an
not.
Underdark?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not true at all.
That would be a great one though. It's just caves.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite terrain is caves.
all right.
I mean, that's a Zubat at that point.
What's your what's your plan of attack here? What's your approach?
Slow and steady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We're gonna try and stealth as best we can.
All right,
Okay.
you're at disadvantage on stealth because of the muck. Campaign coins is in for
Campaign
100
coins!
bits.
Thank you, campaign
Thank you.
coins!
I'm light enough I can travel on top of the muck.
Yes, that's how it is.
Is that what we
My
decided?
boons are hollow. My boons.
My bones!
My boons are
My
hollow.
boons are hollow, sir.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we really do. All right, roll some stealth checks, please.
Everybody?
Well, yeah. At
Oh man,
disadvantage.
at disadvantage. Well, that's not going to be great.
I'm gonna
But
use
I'm
my
going to use
inspiration.
my inspiration to knock that.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too.
Mhm.
Well, anyway.
Get the fuck out of here, Eric.
Still 11.
Ooh, yeah. So stealthy. Mm-hmm.
17 for me.
17 on disadvantage?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, 12 plus 7, so 19.
Okay.
I got a 22.
Yeah.
At disadvantage?
I canceled it out with my inspiration.
uh-huh.
Thank you, Jack.
I rolled
12.
a 14 and a 12.
All right.
I get 11.
Hey, you bumbling buttholes.
That's me.
Hey, I did fine.
Not you.
All
I looked
right.
right
I don't
at
want to
Amy
get
there.
I don't want to get my nice boots dirty.
I don't know what this is.
Literally impossible.
What kind of terrain is this? Splish, splash, whoa, fun.
You got an 11? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right. Very good.
It's not the worst thing.
You
No,
make
it's
your
not
way
worse.
up into the cave area.
Yeah.
Wonders.
All right.
Come on down, stop on by.
It is
and
dark.
fly.
It is dark in the cave. Is that a problem?
Not for me.
That was beautiful.
I got that dark vision, yo.
Who does not have dark vision?
Probably
would
me.
I don't think I do.
Oh, I got some dark vision.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think I do.
60 feet, boy.
Yeah, I think me and Jorvin definitely do. I don't
Okay.
know.
I don't think I do.
I also don't think I do.
Yeah,
Great. So,
Carry me.
are you guys going to do anything about that?
Normally, yes, but I wonder what would happen if I said no.
I have a box of elven tender sticks. Are those just matches?
Yeah.
Don't you have, like, wasn't one of the first things that we got a drift globe? Like, you can just
I
create...
gave
that
it
away.
away.
Ah.
I gifted it to Zendaya Izmichi.
And how
Yeah.
else were we going to have our dance parties? It changed
Zariestra.
colors and everything.
I mean,
You got time.
I'm kind of proud of the fact that we got to 9:30 before we broke Amy.
Zendaya Izmichi. LeBron James is Gwangi. Danny DeVito is Gorgo. Common is Stonekeeper.
Ooh. Okay.
And Zendaya is Michi.
I'm keeping it together. We're fine.
Why don't you guys give me perception checks, please?
I could light something though. I don't know though. I mean, we could either just follow the two people with dark vision.
Well,
or I could
heck
light
yeah.
a torch.
That will be a 24.
Is it VVV
It's gonna
dark?
be a 19.
It
I
is
rolled
a
a
fucking
19.
cave, Amy.
Plus 5.
I rolled an 18 plus
Making
1.
Tom, how dark is it? How dark is it?
Well,
It's so
you know,
dark.
you're backlit a little bit because the light's shining, outside. It's diffused by the silver fog, so it's fairly dark in this cave because of that, right?
Yeah. How do we not have? How has this not been an issue before?
Well, we don't actually
We've always
What do I
always
even
been inside.
fucking
one.
have? I have a tinderbox and a torch.
spend most
Fuck
of the
it.
game making camp. So
It's called Sleepy Time.
Is that
That's
passive
not true.
aggression?
We also went to a bar and ate a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. I'll light a torch.
Got our fortunes told.
I'll light a torch. I'm gonna light a torch.
okay.
By a demon.
All right. Is that good enough for you? That Lowstorm's gonna light a torch?
That's
Yeah.
good enough for me. We're
Is that
standing next
good
to
enough
each
for
other.
you?
What? I'm
I
asking whether you were gonna take any kind of action.
Oh
as
yeah.
well.
I mean, do you have something to light or anything?
well, if you do, I don't also need to. We're standing
great.
right next to each
Yeah,
other.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Do you have
do
a
it.
critique on like
Ka-chink.
how the torch is?
Yeah, we've never done this.
Can you please not light it like using me? No sort of like tinders made from my feathers.
Yeah. Oh, I need
no
this.
like
Clink.
no using the roughness of my bare skin as some sort of
Striking a
like-
match on
yeah,
your beak.
Exactly.
Yeah,
None of that.
I think I can manage that.
Thank you.
Anyway, ka-chink, light him up. Here we go in the cave.
Oh, hello.
Oh yay, monsters!
Did my perception see
Is that
any
a
of these
Dwemer?
dudes?
Is that a Skyrim Elder Scrolls Dwemer?
I think they're actually bone kobolds.
You're a bone.
Bone
kibble.
kibble.
Well, bone's like
Dude, Kyle, are
brand.
you a bone
So between the two
Are
of
you,
you,
are you a bone kibble?
I am a bone kobold.
Listen, ladies.
between the two of you, you spot these three figures kind of hunched behind the rocks. That they're not necessarily like particularly looking in your direction at this point, but you definitely like pick out like their forms, kind of like weaving back and forth a little bit.
I put my paw up. I say, "Shh, rock people."
We don't know the rock people.
Well, they're,
Geodudes,
they're
Zubats.
chilling out by the rocks. The rock people.
Okay, well,
I'm not sure you should profile people based on the environments that they're just existing.
yeah. Also, like,
what is
We can deal with these social
met-
issues out of the cave.
we
When
fought-
we're in the
Oh,
cave.
you treat people.
when you said rock people, I assumed you meant people made of rock.
I also
and we
assumed
fought that.
So we're over there arguing.
But we're doing it in
Wait.
a very like cinematic. You know, just like screaming, but in the quietest whisper.
Yeah, the quiet screams. What are you talking about the rock? No, I'm just saying that there are people over there by the rocks.
Isn't there a more politically correct term we could use?
Okay, there's shadow people hanging out by the rocks.
I want to yell too.
Better.
And at this point, Lowstorm lights a torch. And you see that there's flickering
I wanna
shadows.
see
and
for myself.
lights are cast down the cave. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh my god. Sorry, I couldn't see, and I got sick of listening to Jorvin. Fuck. I got a 3.
13 for me.
14 for me.
Oh my.
I did not do great. Mommy.
Has anybody seen that Zendaya as Michi song? Okay, good.
I've seen the movie actually.
It's probably worse than that song because that song's amazing.
How did you see the movie?
I was on vacation. We went and saw the movie.
Oh, did it already come out?
Called
Small
Feet.
Fit?
Yeah.
Small foot.
It's interesting for a kids movie. It's very much about like the major theme is how you control information. It enables you to control people. So,
It's teaching kids to be manipulative.
no, it's kind of like teaching
gaslighting.
kids to. Yeah, it's all about gaslighting. That's
Really?
literally what it's about. It is literally about gaslighting.
Like, just if you tell people
this-
humans don't exist, then they'll
That's
believe
basically it. Yeah, like the Stonekeeper is like, we live on this
Common.
island. We live in this island up in the sky, and there's nothing below us.
And if you think there is, you're crazy. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly it. All right, 20 and above. Who's on 20 and above?
Oh, good
22.
job.
Come on.
Proud of you.
Top boy.
Proud of you, top boy.
19, 18,
For
17, 16,
No.
15, 14.
14.
Oh, y'all.
Oh, sorry, I was 13. I jumped the gun. I was excited.
Don't copy me.
You can't be.
Y'all are the same.
Who's on 13?
Me, right here.
You're on 13. What's your dexterity?
Mine is +5.
Do we rest
Your
before
dexterity
we
is
left?
plus 5?
I think he
Darn
said so, yeah.
tootin'.
A full.
It's
Yeah,
a 20.
because we finished.
It was
like,
overnight. Yeah.
Yeah, he said.
Okay.
He said we like the next.
You
morning,
leveled
so
up
we were
to level 8 like you told us.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm level 8
perfect.
now. Didn't you know?
Can I be level 8?
All right.
Like
No,
Kyle
you
did?
were just a bit of piece of wood.
Where's
And
the
then-
piece of wood?
It was
Yeah, you were
still.
session behind everybody.
No, Tom. That's not fair or fun.
I'm the dungeon master. I'm not interested in either of those
Look,
things.
Amy, it's on the
What?
ladder. It's on the ladder, Amy, okay? It's on the ladder.
What initiative tick are you on? 3?
This ladder.
Listen, you
Don't
just
make fun of me.
you
I
were
just-
just petrified. It's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a bit slow on the uptake.
Yeah, I'm Tin Manning back here.
Yeah, yeah.
Just been exposed to being weak.
All
That's
right.
right, I'm not used to it. And also, here's a torch.
Yeah, it's like they're shadow people. They're not shadow people. Well, I'm going to settle this myself.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
You're
so-
obviously being rude. I'll make my own decisions about what they are.
Oh, no, it's just a crazy
Hello,
horse.
who are you? What
The
do I
light
call
comes
you?
on, and you hear one of these guys yell at the other one, "Rakati, Rakati!" And
Yes.
Oh, they're just ricotti.
the game is afoot. So,
Ricotti.
Alton, what would you like to do?
I'm going to
Remember, it's difficult terrain.
okay.
I'm Jorvin.
So 10, 20,
Bless you.
30. Step there, and kind of like do kind of like a cool slide stop, and then just pull out the bow and
Oh,
at
immediately
this guy.
kill him.
Okay.
Yeah,
They haven't done anything yet, have they?
I'm not going to give him a chance.
How do you spell what race they are? Duermo or Duomo?
Darrow. Derro.
Darrow.
Listen, nobody here is good. So that's going to be dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
All right, 4.
I've already crossed my arms. Everyone was
7
yelling at me because
or-
I had a name for the shadow people, and Alton.
now they're shadow
Alton now is just firing at them wildly.
8 damage.
Yeah,
Don't be
you're
judgmental.
the bad guy.
Don't be judgmental about the people that you see. Also, let's murder them.
Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
8 damage. No, my
No, I see how it is.
my concern wasn't that it was judgmental. It was just that calling them rock people or shadow people says that they are made of both rock and shadow, which they are not. They're flesh and blood.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, we do now because I just fired an arrow.
So
at
you
one.
shoot this guy?
This guy up here.
Oh, that guy up there. Okay. All right. And he takes 8 points of damage.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it's not.
Oh, wait, we're firing on them? Is that what we're doing
And
now?
it wasn't wild, you know.
Very good. That's it for you. Yes. Strumthrum, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna do my titular move
Mm.
of Fairy Fire.
Mm.
Yeah,
In
take that,
area
shadows.
of- yeah, so that's a 60 feet. So it should 5, 10 feet. Yeah, it should be able to get all of them
Okay.
in there if it hits.
Uh-huh.
They make dex saves.
Dex save, yeah.
He's cute.
All right, and the DC is
14.
14? All right,
That's
so
the
we'll
guy I
start
shot.
with this guy up here.
He's so cute.
Ricotta means friend.
Bad
Yeah,
news.
yeah.
Bad news for you, they have magic resistance. Boom.
They do.
That's not enough to help that guy, so he is lit up. That guy right there.
Does that mean they're rolling at advantage?
Yeah, that's correct. Mm-hmm.
They're like me.
And that
That's
guy
bullshit.
fails. So this guy's the only guy who makes it. My dice go a little cold on me here. Which what are you gonna do? So these guys, you have advantage
that guy
against
made
those
it?
guys. This guy made it.
DM's Lament.
Oh, well.
Yes, well played.
All right.
Kill that Darrow.
Noted.
I almost forgot I had it.
It makes-
12 plus 2 is 14. Still makes it.
Yeah.
Fine.
That's okay. 2 of them are.
All right. Very good.
I knew I was going to forget about it and not use it.
Are you going to move at all?
Yeah. Oh, I'm really far back. I'm gonna move up just so I'm behind Jorvin.
Behind me.
Yeah, I just gotta get a look at the little badger booty.
Get that.
Booty.
Mine says top boy and it's canonically the best bud.
Thank you for
but,
it.
yeah.
His hand keeps getting in the way.
It's better if you can only see part of my.
Oh, I can't take the picture properly because I keep chuckling.
Here,
Where's
let me
my
help.
eyes?
Let's do. We'll do. You just take a picture of me taking a picture of.
There we go. Wonderful.
5, 10,
Oh my
15,
god.
20,
This is. I love the board. It looks.
I really do,
so
Tom.
good,
Really
Tom.
good.
You
I
do.
was supposed to clean the house yesterday.
Well, you made good use of that cardboard that was just lying around.
Yeah,
You were
exactly.
It
cleaning
literally was like,
All those
oh wow,
Amazon boxes.
we've got a bunch of boxes that need to go to recycling.
up. Dude, I have a bunch of plastic bags. Maybe I could make a little board out of that.
All right. So, are you moving or not moving? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
can you push me up behind Jorvin?
Like uncomfortably close.
Okay.
I mean, we are both small, so we can share a
Yeah, we
space.
can share.
So I'm all up in your grill.
Yeah. It is difficult terrain though, so you can't move quite as well.
You're
as
like, just step
I
behind him.
expect.
And then while I'm over there, I'll come up behind him and play a little tune of inspiration for Jorvin.
Aww.
Very good.
You can do it, buddy. I believe in you.
Badger, 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 badger.
Mushroom.
Speaking of Jorvin, it is now your turn.
Something went out of tune there.
Oh damn. Okay, so I am going to try and make my way to the glowing one that's up top there. Would I?
It'd be difficult to get there.
Well, there's one glowing behind one of the rocks. Then can I be able to get to him, perhaps?
You probably have a double move to reach any of them because it's difficult terrain.
I know, and when I'm in my favored terrain, I don't have it doesn't slow my travel.
So it's your
but
fault.
I'm not in it. the minute we enter the cave, that turned off. I'm like, damn it. Come on.
You're like, I got that turn. As you take one step in, where am I?
What's going on?
Remember 5 seconds ago when confidence was a thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. I've never experienced.
What's that like?
It's true.
What's that thing? Okay, I am going to set up next to Alton then.
Okay.
And
That's easy. Like here or here?
Yeah, right there.
You took that die of inspiration, right?
Oh yeah, here we got it. I still a D6 right now, yeah. And I'll cry to them. What were they saying? Rakadi.
That doesn't sound like
Just say
Elvish,
pepperoni back.
Elvish, Dwarvish,
Yeah.
Orcish, or Draconic, does
Yeah, I
it?
yell back, Utini.
It sounds like a bizarre version of Dwarvish.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
and you recognize it as like you would. The only way that you can translate it, you know it's not right, but the only way that you can translate it is meat.
No, okay.
Oh.
Give me a perception check, by the way, since you moved to that
So it's
spot.
okay.
Like I'm speaking Spanish and they're speaking Portuguese or something.
10.
10. Well, the good news for you, if it is in fact good news, is that when you move into that position, there's a guy who's not very well hidden at all, who's popped up from this rock right here.
Oh no, there are more.
Oh, more friends.
Meat.
Yeah, I turn to Alton. I'm like, why are you firing on them? They're asking us to a barbecue.
You don't.
What's a barbecue?
Yes.
No, I
These
don't-
are cave
Oh,
friends.
no.
Obviously cave friends.
I don't. In the context of what they said, I don't think that I don't think that's what it meant.
Oh, fine. Continue firing on them and
I
don't
will.
get invited to the barbecue.
I will.
Can I come to the barbecue?
You absolutely can.
Thank you.
Can I help
So,
you?
I will ready an action. I'm still a little hesitant. Like I know as a player that they're just probably going to be attacking us.
Yeah.
But Jordan's like still a little like we're just attacking them outright. Okay.
Yes, we are.
So I will prepare an attack. If anything comes towards us and essentially either attacks me or Alton or anybody behind us, then I will essentially take a swipe at them if they are within range.
Okay, so if anyone makes a melee attack against you or Alton, you're gonna counter strike.
Exactly.
And sorry, just to back up on mine with the fairy fire, each of the Darrow
Yes,
affected
Darrow.
are casting a dim light in a 10-foot radius. So
Okay.
I don't know if that would reveal something else, but we might not need the torch either if like
Oh, great.
Or at least we can just see better
Well,
right now. Because
yeah.
Well, 10-foot radius lights up this end of the thing, but it would not reveal
yeah,
anything
sure,
over
yeah.
here.
Just
obviously.
I don't know, in case there was something. Just in
Yeah,
Cool.
but I will tell Alton. I'm like another one to the right.
Got it.
Okay.
So adorable.
Poor Harold.
Why poor Harold?
Why are my dreams so comfortable? All right, so that makes it Monster's turn. Well, a couple things happen.
Fireball.
Let's see if this is something that looks like fun.
Finger of death.
Yeah. Blight.
All right, so this guy has this hooked short spear thing, right? It looks like several of them are carrying something like that.
Ooh, is that for the meat?
But this guy's his hooked short spear becomes enveloped in purplish luminescent flame.
Wow.
Not for the meat.
Like it flares to life, and he says something, and well, what does he actually say? He says, "Mothnensis," and oh wait, that wasn't their voice, was it? Mothnensis.
And what is?
And he points at you. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, I will come to your barbecue.
Oh my gosh.
First time I get to use it because this is
Do I have
definitely
to-
magic.
You
correct?
roughly translate that as to into maybe something like your will be bent,
Okay.
something like that.
he's trying to
And this
control
is definitely magic, right?
Oh yes.
Ah, yeah, advantage.
Jorvin, he's out there trying to mind control you or marry you.
12 plus 3 will be a 15.
15.
Or name you Will.
Yeah.
All right. So for a moment,
Or he's
you
saying, damn, your will be bad.
So for a moment, there's this eruption of purple fire around your head, and almost as if it forms like a tongue, a crown of flames that
party
erupts
hats.
above you. But you like shake off the effect, and it fizzles out
Oh,
and flickers away.
Yeah, I still technically have my detect magic up. So like the magic that he cast was definitely like nefarious and like
Yeah, you get a strong whiff of enchantment around you as this thing like bursts into existence and then goes away.
Yeah, so
Don't think they're friendly.
I like grip my claws. I'm like, okay, not friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely not friends. That's further amplified by the other two guys who pop out from back here. This guy comes around from over here.
Another to the right.
Steps into the mud.
Bondo!
Hey.
Thank you, Bondo.
Bondo, thank you so much. So, these guys have rather curious looking crossbows. They're little hand crossbows, right? But they have a strange wooden slot that is loaded with corals in it, and they they pull them out and point them at you and begin firing. So,
Wait, what's strange about the crossbows?
well, a normal crossbow is, about yay big and has, you have to cock it and whatnot. And this thing is much smaller. It's they can hold it in one hand and hold the weapon in their other hand. And it looks like it has a stack of corals in it, so that you can just don't
It's a
have to
fucking
reload it.
semi-automatic,
It's a
one-handed
It's
crossbow.
a repeating
It's a Nerf
crossbow.
Does it have a bump stock?
Still legal.
Extended max.
Dude, I'm gonna steal that.
All right. So,
Put your bolt in it.
this
The
guy,
bolt's way too big.
this guy fires at you. I'm gonna assume that a 10 misses.
Yep.
Hey, that's what rerolls are for. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna assume that a 22 hits. Oh, is that the way it's gonna be? Is that the way it's gonna be?
Yeah, DM's lament.
Ka-clunk, ka-clunk. Well, treated me right once. Armor class 15?
No!
All right.
I bat that bolt away.
No!
No!
You catch
All right.
it and eat it.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, what's going on?
My demeanor completely changes after the magic.
You catch a shot from this guy.
Okay.
That's
This
gonna
spell
miss.
actually worked.
I'm gonna save that for
Yeah,
now.
reroll, Tom.
And this guy fires at Alton. That misses. So they did not do very good.
We're just sitting there just...
with their bows. Those.
the bolts are...
Those
Well,
are
the
fine.
magic definitely worked. Isn't it was he trying to catch like Crown of Madness on you?
Also,
something like that,
yeah,
I'm
Alton's
guessing.
standing sideways because he knows, get like the smallest profile you can. You know?
It doesn't matter which way I stand. I have the smallest profile.
So does he.
At this point, this guy up here reaches down and pulls up a stick that's
why
attached
that was
to
so
some
entertaining.
sort of rope and gives it a hearty tug, and a mass of rock and boulders that were stacked up here.
Ooh.
Not the
You have
bones!
representation of this?
Thank you, Tom.
No, it's just,
Snowstorm.
it's just goldfish coming
Did you
down. and
step
crashing.
on it?
It fell directly under my foot.
I got Tom. I got him.
Goldfish on your foot. Never
Give
saw
me
that
a
coming.
DC 18 dexterity saving throw, please.
DC 16.
18.
18.
Dive out of the way of rocks.
Oh, the
If only you had some
advantage.
rerolls.
Use your
Yeah.
advantage.
I also have. Hold on. I have a really good dex.
Yeah. She's strong.
I'm quite
dexterous,
dexterous.
Advantage.
I believe.
I've got a
Advantage.
+5. But sure, yeah. Since you're chanting.
We can make Havana do whatever we want.
That's always how it goes. If you chant, they have to do it.
That's true.
Them's the rules.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that-
18 plus 5.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, right, 23.
Oh, yeah.
Get wrecked.
You take half of.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
Not a very good roll, though.
Oh, yes.
Pretty good.
All 2s and 3s.
10, 19. Half of 19 is
9.
8.
You
You take 8 points of damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Which you're vulnerable to because of your bones.
Yeah, all damage. Really.
All damage.
She's
All damage that involves my bones.
She's actually double vulnerable, so she's actually taking twice damage.
Yeah.
Bone D.
What is that?
What is that? Where does that leave Low Storm though?
Well, it doesn't completely block off the cave,
Oh,
right?
okay,
It's just
good.
like loose rocks coming.
I was like,
coming
oh
down.
no!
It'll
And then
keep-
Low Storm's just like, and now you're on the other side of a rock wall.
A lot of them, like, a lot of them thump into the mud and splash up in the water and things like that.
Pretty fun, yeah.
So-
Is anyone worried about me?
Yeah.
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
No. All right.
That's his job.
That's all of the monsters at this point. Low Storm, it is now you're standing there. You stand there. You light your torch, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, you're just like, God damn it! And then, it's like, pay me that friend!
And then and then you, another one's over there. Pew pew pew. Ah, dodge it. Ah, rocks.
I get hit by a rock.
What have I done? I'm a monster. Ah. Thank you, Vampire 54.
Thank you.
I
Okay.
feel like when I get hit by the rocks, you hear that horrible hollow noise of like someone dropping a guitar.
Oh yeah.
It's like clang, 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 clang.
All the strings.
Yeah, when the strings pop.
So what? How does difficult terrain means I can move half of my speed?
it takes twice as much to move the same distance.
Then
right?
I'll move 15 feet forward.
Mhm.
And I will use my Spear of Justicia.
Oh yeah.
And that's 120 feet.
You're gonna have to stand in the river if you want to move 15 feet. I don't know if that makes a difference to you or not.
Oh, that's the only way I can move 15 feet?
Well, I mean,
She can move through my space. I'm small.
right, but she was here, right?
You're putting me...
I believe you were there as 5, 10, 15 to here. There's really no other square to get to, right?
Fine, I'll move 10 feet then. I'll just
Okay.
get behind her.
On the edge here. Mhm.
Yeah, that's perfect. So this is electricity damage. I just automatically hit. It is 120 feet, so I will choose probably just a guy I can see. Probably the
Well,
guy.
maybe the ones that are glowing, so you have advantage.
Yeah, you can,
I
definitely
just-
see these two. You might be able to see
I'll see
this
the one, the one right in front of me.
That guy?
Yeah, I don't need advantage because this spear is OP and I just automatically hit. There's
Yeah.
no, I'm a magic missile baby.
It's just OP.
It's just OP. So I have...
Magic missile, baby.
Missile babies made a dream come true. Missile babies and
Is that the Muppet Babies thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what
why
that
I
is.
stopped
when you
dancing.
know wait time is near,
Is Amy on that show?
They get a saving throw.
She
I
one of the
believe?
babies?
No.
She was
There's
the...
no saving
They
throw.
fucking
She's the babysitter.
don't.
It's just damage.
But it was
They
it
always
was gonna
talk
save
about
you for
the
half.
baby.
They can make a saving throw, and if they don't, then they fall over. But it has nothing to do with.
Yeah, struck
Oh
with
no, they
DC
do
14.
get half damage. Sorry, you're right.
You wrote it, Tom.
Yeah, I know, but I was about to not let him have his thing. Okay, yeah, they can make a DC 14.
They
dex
don't get
save.
saved. They take full damage and they fall over. And
And I'm level 10
level
now.
up.
Yeah.
So,
What an Amy wants, what an Amy needs.
whatever makes you happy sets me free, and I'm thanking you for doing exactly.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
You nailed it. Okay, so 8 damage, DC 14. And I'm gonna split it between two guys. The two in front
Oh,
of
Tom,
me.
that was a shitty roll plus a shitty roll. That's fun.
that was bad rolls.
Okay.
Are you going to split it between these two guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, those are the glowing ones, huh? Tom?
Yeah.
Tom?
Okay, so one, we'll say the one on the right,
These are saves, though.
10, takes 17 damage.
Okay.
Disadvantage on saves, too.
Oh.
And the other one takes 16 damage.
Don't say that part.
I whispered it to
This
you.
guy?
Okay, you're right.
He takes 17.
He makes his saving throw.
Okay, so that is
Oh, okay.
9. No, sorry, it is 8.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one on the left takes 16 damage.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this guy is zapped, fried, and
Yes!
falls down, defeated and dead into. Well, it's Rocky over here, so.
Hot
Up where
damn.
they are. So he's down. The other guy shrugs off part of the effect and manages to stay in the action. So you've moved, used your mighty spear of Justitia to
Justitia. I've always said it Justicia,
Justicia.
which there's a T, but
Um,
you're right, Justicia.
to inflict horrible harm and punishment on these two Darrow. And that brings us to the end of round 1. Top of round 2, Alton
Yay.
Newberry.
Oh, man, the chord's still
Alton,
going
first,
once.
before you
They're
go, I
very
just want to
easy.
say I'm sorry for doubting your battle acumen and judgment in this situation when it came to the Darrow.
Listen,
What's acumen mean?
I appreciate you. I fire this without looking. Natural 1. I go, Jordan, that's... Oh, fuck. Listen, Jordan, action surge. Yeah, that's 17 plus 7. Sorry. You distracted me.
No, keep
Listen,
fighting. I'm sorry.
Who are you shooting at?
This guy
That
again.
guy. Oh, okay. very
So
good.
that's going to be...
You have advantage.
I have advantage.
He's glowing.
Okay, so...
Now, you're up to your waist in water here, just FYI.
Okay.
Up to your nips.
Then I'll go
Okay.
there.
That's
All
fine.
right, so then
No,
I didn't
I'm
have
up to my nip, so that means it's up to his
So I didn't
waist.
have to action surge. So
Belly button
I just go,
hit.
listen, Chorvin. And then hit for, that was 13 damage for the first.
13 damage to that guy?
Yeah, 6 plus 7.
All right.
Yeah, we're level 8 now,
Do you
Tom.
want to describe how you kill him?
Yeah, I go, listen, and I just do a total Hawkeye. I'm like, listen, Chorvin, it's fine. And he just gets like right through the eye socket.
Yes.
Nice hit.
All right.
Oh,
Not only that,
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
he goes through that, and then he tumbles forward and does that classic movie thing where it just kind of like
very arrow flame. He throws his arms up and goes, ah!
Yeah. You see like the dust that comes up from the mattress from where he hit that's like trying to be disguised, you know, like yeah.
He actually falls before it hits.
Yeah.
Ow! He catches it and puts it under his arm. Oof! No!
Yeah. That's the hardest thing to watch about like old World War II movies where they're like the Nazis will be gunning everyone down and the guys like everyone in line will go, ugh!
I once saw a Western where they're like in a big shootout and a guy dies and then a horse and a carriage is like running by and the dead guy like who's been dead for about a minute rolls out of the way just to get out of the way of the horse.
Because he would legit be trampled, right? That was a real horse.
You know,
I'd roll out of the way too.
I would have done it too.
It's only a day rate for an extra. I'm not gonna get trampled by a horse.
And then we're not the rules. You get
Then
trampled
you
by a horse, you get
don't
nothing.
love film.
I heard
You're
it-
correct. I watch a movie once every 6 months, and I hate it.
I heard an interview on Fresh Air with a guy who's an old school stuntman from Hollywood who did a whole bunch of westerns, and his first gig was like stand like on top of a cliff Give me an axes in for $10.
Thank you very much.
10 ticks.
His first gig was like stand at the edge of a cliff, and then when this carriage goes by, the stagecoach goes by, you jump off the thing and go through the roof and land in the middle of the stagecoach. You're like, okay,
Whoa.
that was one of his first gigs.
Was it Jackie Chan?
It was Jackie Chan.
Crazy timing.
Just a reminder: every $1 that anyone donates, or every 100
He's going
bits,
directly to Jackie Chan.
No,
He has enough dollars.
Gets you one
needs
ticket
more.
in our giveaway tonight. We're giving away a copy of the Endless Realms RPG by Lunar Games, which we featured here on stream a couple months ago. The Kickstarter is fulfilling. You can go out and get your own copy if you like, but we're giving away the PDF tonight. And everyone who hangs in through the end of the chat until 11 p.m., one more hour from now, is getting a link to the copy of the art book for Endless Realms. So we're giving that away tonight as well.
This guy's dead. This guy's kind of covered, but this guy wouldn't be. So I'm going to action surge and fire an arrow at that guy.
How many action surges do you have?
No. The
that
first
guy had
one wasn't an
advantage.
action surge because it was
the
advantage.
first one was an advantage.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But that one definitely is a miss.
Okay. All right.
That wasn't an advantage though, right?
No, this guy would be, but I can't see him because he's Brock. It was the new guy.
Very good. All right. So you have felled 2 of your assailants. That brings us around to Strumthrum.
So both the people that.
No, this guy's still glowing.
Well, yeah, one guy's glowing.
Oh, okay. I don't think I can cast a spell without interrupting that. Then
You can if it's not a concentration spell.
It is a constant. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying you can.
Oh,
cast,
I can cast a spell if it's not.
Yeah,
a
you can cast a
concentration spell.
non-concentration
Got
spell.
you. Get you. It sucks. It doesn't say on here.
If it doesn't say that, it's not concentration.
No, I meant just these cards don't
Okay.
tell you what kind of spell it
They
is.
might be marked. It depends upon
Well,
which.
it says range, so it'll tell me if it's touch or
spell?
what the range is.
Yeah,
But like,
there'll be a little C, I think, next to the thing that will say
Yeah.
concentration.
Where's Fairy Fire? Show me the Fairy Fire card.
There should be like a C.
oh,
Yeah.
you guys are smart.
In the first printing of those, they didn't have that on the
Yeah,
card.
and they had
Okay.
sharp edges, and they stuck together, and they were really not great, but then they made them way better.
Man, I could tell you were about to say something really cruel. And you didn't. I'm so proud of you.
I just didn't like. I was so annoyed with them that I had really rebought them, so I paid double for.
Do any of them? And I guess I can only see the ones up here. But do either of those critters there? Do they? Either of them look like maybe they're in charge or have any authority, or they all kind of look like they're. thieves?
So
One has magic,
So
but you can't see him.
They're all dying, and none of them are going to the barbecue.
you can't quite see this guy because of the edge of the
Sure,
cliff
okay.
here. This guy is glowing with your Fairy Fire. He doesn't necessarily look extraordinary in any other way. But the other thing that you would have noticed, even though you recently got horribly crushed by rocks,
Not so horribly. I succeeded in. I imagine I just like fall, like face first in the mud. That's how I evade. Because I can't really
You just
run.
go
I just go. They fall behind
fair
me.
enough. You would have seen a magical like aura manifest above Jorvin and then flicker out, and him will
Okay.
kind of say, he also has said like there's 2 over there, so you know that these guys are here, but you don't have any insight on who the leader might
Can
be.
you move me up behind Jorvin, please?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You can move to here.
Yeah, can you roll 2d6 like you do butts for how many broken bones?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
is that the same system?
Who's got broken bones?
Oh no.
Not her.
Why would you do that to me, Kyle? Why would you want that for me?
7 broken bones.
You're being a real Eric tonight.
Yeah.
You are. Oh my
I'm being fully shit.
Dom just scared the shit out of Amy. Did you do that on purpose, Dom? Amy literally shit her pants.
Oh my god. He just whispered, Amy. And like it came from a direction I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, not great.
Did you want to tell her something?
Yeah, move.
I don't talk to cowards.
So you've moved?
Yeah, this is not my month.
Well, I guess I would like to cast Suggestion
Ooh.
on the caster if I can see him now.
I don't think you have line of sight on him from there.
It's also a
That's
30-foot range. I
certainly-
might not be in 30 feet.
not, you would be probably within range, but I don't think you can see around this corner.
Oh, he's over
Let's see
there.
him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
It's
thought he
this
was
guy.
this guy with the big ol'
You can
axe.
see this guy now.
Okay, but I can move. If I use my full movement, I can get around the corner.
No, you can't because we're difficult terrain. That was your full move.
Because you're in the mud.
I'm sorry, if I double move is what I
Oh,
meant
yeah.
to say.
Uh-huh.
But if I use all of my movement, I'm capable of.
Correct.
You could probably.
Okay, so I guess kind of
You
in
could
theory,
get
I'm
to
like,
here,
I'm
right?
trying to find the source of where I saw the magic come from. So I'm thinking I'd go around.
Okay.
To
Use your
see.
full move to get around here.
Yeah, double move in the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And then I would see him.
It leaves you with a bonus action.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Oh, do you use your...
Right. I
What?
forgot.
Use your...
I can use my.
I haven't even gotten to
No, I
attack
didn't
yet.
load it up. I always forget to use that magical scroll thing.
It's still her turn.
You were ready to do that.
I read it in
Yeah.
action for anyone.
Because
that
I've
came
never
in.
run out of
They all
spell
used
slots,
ranged
so I don't
attacks.
think about it.
Mhm.
But that would still use an action to use an item. So
I'd have to look at what your. What that thing does again.
yeah, me too.
It's not loaded right now, is what we understand, yes?
That
Okay.
would be power gaming if I just decided it's loaded with the spell right now. So
Oh, it's got Revivify.
Load
It's
it.
got wish.
Load it. Oh, it does. It has wish.
Can I prep cutting words?
That's a reaction, right?
Oh, okay, so
Is
it's
it-
already kind of.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a reaction, you don't have to ready it. You can
Yeah, you can use that whenever you
use it
want
when
to.
it. When
Sorry,
it's
I'm trying to
appropriate.
figure out a bonus action I can use, but I really just think my only option is giving someone a bardic inspiration.
They
Yeah,
last for
that's up
10
to you.
minutes.
Huh?
They last for 10 minutes. So I still got mine.
Yeah, I'll give one to Alton since he's next to me.
Oh, thank you.
I'll when I pass by him, like I did with Jorvin, I'll just play a quiet little tune next to him and go, "Good luck." And then I guess my turn's over.
All right, that brings us around to Jorvin.
Are you okay?
No,
I don't think so.
my bones hurt.
I see the glowing one behind the rock. Would I be able to get to him or any of the others that were firing at me with
Yeah,
their
get him.
stupid crossbows?
So
Yeah,
essentially
yeah.
it's 10, 20 feet to get next to him
Okay.
for you.
Would that be so? Yeah. Well, he fired magic at me. Let's do him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
No magic for you, Mister.
I don't know. Standing in the creek here is
That's where you ended up.
Okay. Yeah, sure. With all that transmutation magic,
Yeah.
it's my thing's still up, so I see the magic is like all around me.
So you're like standing, like from your point of view, you're like standing in the river of slime from
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 2.
I'm fine. I have advantage against
So
magic.
what's interesting to you is that it's not coming from this portion leg of the stream, but it is flooding in through this leg of the stream. Mhm. You happen to notice that.
Oh, what's the temperature where Jorvin is?
Where he is right there? It's now it's cold again.
So someone's peeing in it from upstream over there.
High or low?
High.
Okay. So
Yay,
it's
you got
deep
it.
enough. It's deep enough that
my
you're
faces is
slogging
small.
your way through the stream, but it's not deep enough or strong enough at this point that you're at disadvantage to attack him.
Okay.
Nice.
So I will attack him.
Swipe.
At advantage.
What?
An
No! Why did I give you that? Chat! Ah!
Chat's
you
the
magic
best.
bastard.
Chat's the best. Oh my god.
I don't think
Oh, do
even
him.
with advantage.
What?
Good luck.
So that would be 12 plus 7. That's 19 to hit.
That hits.
Armor class 20, sorry.
That was. Oof.
Got my saving throw D6 now.
Yeah,
So that will
cool
be
die.
8 damage to him, slashing with my claw, and I will attack him again, second time around. But this time it's just a straight roll. Let's see how I do. Come on. 17 to hit.
17 will miss.
Ah! Damn you, bastard.
Yep, that's that. Okay. 8 is what you did on the first attack?
Yes, 8. Yeah, 8 slashing.
All right. Brutal. Noted. That brings us around to monsters, unless there's something else that you've got teed up that you want to do.
Nope, that was my action and bonus action.
Okay, very good. So,
Die.
3 guys with repeating hand crossbows.
Fucking what?
Is it too late to try and make friends with them?
That barbecue offer's still on the table.
I know the barbecue is what I want.
I don't think you did.
It's an ancient gnomish tradition.
All right, so...
Do Kenku eat meat?
Yeah, because crows eat meat.
That's true.
This guy's gonna step up on this side of the rock, I guess,
And he's going to fire at Alton.
Alton, behind you! Protect your beautiful butt!
Yeah, that almost went to 17, but it stayed on the 3.
You're right. Why am I rolling the red one? The blue one always rolls better. That's not much better. 17 is going to miss you.
That hits.
That hits, yes!
Me?
17 exactly.
Oh,
No,
it's one over.
Yeah. I don't have much armor.
Oh.
Nobody
He's
does.
naked.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to. It's gonna. No, that's not. It's ranged. Never mind.
All right. So, take 6 points of damage and give me a Constitution save, please.
What kind of magic? These
Probably
motherfucking...
poison.
It's one of these.
Oh, again,
Red
you know what?
rum,
I should have
red
changed
rum.
it.
Red wine.
After we fought
Red wine.
the spiders, I was going to change my
12.
pie
12.
to poison, but I didn't.
12
It's still fire.
is not
But we
enough.
can't eat it if today.
So,
before,
you,
I guess, you know,
feel
gonna be
woozy
fired.
and collapse.
Are you knocked unconscious? Oh, drow poison!
You
No!
You got knocked unconscious?
Wait, did you use the inspiration?
Yes, I did. I rolled a 4,
Nothing's gonna save that.
and then I rolled a 4 on inspiration.
Wait, can I? That's when I wanted to use my reaction. Was on his roll. I wasn't paying attention.
What's it for?
All right.
That's when I wanted to
You
use
wanted
cutting words.
words?
Yeah.
And what does that do again? Remind me.
Cutting words. Use against a creature when you see within 60 feet that you can hear it and is not immune to being charmed. As a reaction, you can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to subtract that rolled number from one attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
Oh, okay. All right.
Can use after the creature rolls, but
So
before
I
the...
got a 17. What's your armor class?
It's a 16.
16. Oh, okay.
So you have to roll,
2 or
better.
higher on it.
So,
On a D6?
Yeah.
D6,
Okay.
yeah.
You
So
got that.
Just don't roll a 1.
Well, fuck. Goddamn
Okay, yeah.
curse.
Definitely roll a 1.
Was that just enough?
Yeah.
All right. So
Save.
So that's during my turn, that's what I was kind of like. I was looking at my friends around and this like guy who obviously has some sort of other strength, and I was ready and waiting to just like butt
Cutting.
in.
You just,
Cut in, as it were.
You just call out my name. I'm like, huh? And then I go. Oh.
I don't call your name. I sing your name.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Alton,
Ah.
look out!
Oh, hey. That went whizzing right by. That was not kind. All right, so.
All right. Very good. So that does not happen. It narrowly misses you. You do not take the damage. You do not take the poison damage. This guy
Put
sees
yourself back up.
that
He pushed me over. I didn't do it.
Don't push him over.
the
Big
bard
bully.
is clearly interfering in their plan
Oh,
to
shit.
Thomas like mad at me
Harvest
today.
meat.
What did I do?
Oh my god.
It was that
No.
goldfish.
You got in the way.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It fires at you.
Fuck yeah. You
I
shouldn't have
guess
rolled that. You should have rolled the
reroll.
red one.
You're right. Good point. I'm going to roll the blue one when I
Alright.
use my reroll.
Cursed.
Amy's a witch!
Amy's a witch. Confirmed. Amy's a
Pluto's Rachel.
Pluto's not even a planet!
But Goblin is.
No, the argument is reopened. It's still.
I want Goblin. Pluto's out. Let's bring Goblin in.
You don't have
By
to be
the
a
way,
planet
chat.
to change the world.
By the way, Chad, I said cursed and he rolled a 1.
Critical failure.
That felt really good and powerful, and I don't know what to do with this newfound strength. JK, I know exactly what to do with it.
Curse Tom
Use
over
it
and
only
over.
for petty things.
Tired of your
Great.
bullshit. All right.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. This guy is going to shoot a crossbow bolt
At me?
Jorvin.
Okay, I see how it is.
Just gonna
You might want to roll that red
Yes,
one
thank you.
now.
Guess that.
Thank
blue
you,
one
Willis
sparked
me.
up too.
Save that for later. All right. So,
Dice.
Witless, thank you for the bits.
It
The
goes through my cloak.
fellow in front of you
Your
speaks.
poor cloak.
I know. It's got some holes in it. It's fine.
Oh, interesting.
Is this any particular thing you're going for there?
Oh.
Just
Why would
She has a newfound power. and She's going to
yeah, it's true.
Now that you are within melee range,
Yes.
he takes his short spear that is enveloped in this burning violet luminescence
Ooh, that looks pretty.
and
Or
attacks.
not. Probably not.
You've cursed that die.
26.
Is it that?
Hey!
Cursed.
Yeah!
16.
Nope, 17.
Yay! We are the winners. We do it and we win.
He makes a second attack.
Cursed!
Good job, guys. Dual curse. You're fucked.
That's what happens when you have a table of magic users!
Guys, welcome to the coven.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. I'm just happy to be a part of a group. I never get invited to things.
That is not true. I've invited you to several things.
Yeah, you always just bail.
No, that's I'd say I'm going, and then I feel depressed, and I don't go, and I come up with an excuse to not go.
What
Yeah.
do you mean? You've never canceled plans with me.
No, I'm just giving him
Do
shit.
you not know I exist? Or that we hang out?
It's more that we leave this empty chair here.
Oh, the dead eyes. Here they come. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
I'm just glad I'm off the hook.
I can be mad at multiple people.
Yeah, I felt bad because everyone was being a worse version of me than me, so I had to really step
Yeah,
You
it
need
up.
to
Step it
really
up.
step it up.
Step it up.
You can shit on yourself all day, but the moment you bring me into the shitting,
Low Storm, your turn.
Ooh, baby. Okay, so I'm gonna move 15 feet forward. And there's still a dude I can see, huh?
Yeah, you can see
he's
this
lit
guy.
up too. You got advantage.
You can probably
on
see
him.
this guy. You
He's
have
got-
advantage against this guy.
Don't try and trick her
Okay.
to not. Amy is the person with advantage.
Okay, I actually
I'm drunk on soda and water.
Soda and water. Soda water.
And Christina Aguilera. And Zendaya's Michi.
is Michi. Okay, so I really could only make a ranged attack, which is not the best for me. So actually, I'm gonna try to cast Frostbite. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Sure.
Sure, why not? Go for it. Live
Am
your
I
dream.
I'm not 5th level, am I? God damn it.
No, you're not 5th level.
That's a goddamn.
But chat can change that.
Okay,
You know who
yeah,
is
I'd love-
5th level?
Who? Me and my heart.
Oh no, he's not.
Did you point to
I'm
me?
a level 3
Yeah, Amy
DM.
Vorpal.
Amy Vorpal's 5th level. Thank you. I will hold. No, I won't. Gosh, I'll moonbeam him. Fuck it.
Hold me. Is that
I
what you
will.
were going to say?
Yeah, I will hold
I
strong.
will hold strong.
It's close to my heart. I'll moonbeam that shit. So you got to do a Constitution save.
Yes.
We'll see, Mr. Kersey.
Is there any
Curse.
more?
Which guy? This
Amy
guy?
still has her DM's limit.
Yeah, I do. The one in front of me.
This guy?
No!
This guy.
Yeah, sorry.
What did I just say, Tom?
DC 14.
Quit
Listen to
gaslighting
Havana.
Amy.
Havana knows what I want. DC 14 con save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
You have advantage?
Yeah, I'm magic resistant.
Are you a shape changer by any chance?
Wait. Well, wouldn't the fairy fire cancel out?
Doesn't change my saving throws.
Oh.
I'm not a shape changer.
I'll re-roll that anyway. DM's limit. Yeah.
Last one.
Yeah, final.
Affliction.
Let's see how it is.
There's an album I understand you can download with that song on it.
That's
It's a
true.
wonderful album.
It is a wonderful.
It's called Songs in
Ooh,
the
better.
Dick and Dick.
That would
11.
be a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail. Okay, great.
Boom!
Boom, baby! All right, that's gonna take a bunch of damage, mother.
Who are you doing that on?
The lit up dude.
Oh, okay,
right there.
cool.
The
All
guy
right.
who's so lit.
He's
So
lit.
I can't cast it at third level. Okay.
Wait, what were you saying?
Shit.
Hello, where's that?
No, that's 10 and
No,
8.
that's no. It's
Didn't mean
it's
to call you
one.
that.
No, it's on a 10.
Oh,
Please tell
damn.
So it's only 9. But do I want to?
Dummy.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that damage. Can I re-roll damage?
No, you can't.
Okay,
Only do
so-
20 rolls.
Fucking shit. All right, so that's 9. Take 9 damage. You little.
Well, he's
you
been
little
dinged
Darrow.
before,
Oh,
right?
yes.
He was, yeah. You
Mhm,
did
mhm.
16 already to him.
No.
Oh no, half
8.
of that 8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, anyway, you took 9.
He takes 9 and dies!
Yes! Somewhere in this wonderful cave, a burst of moonlight shines forth from the ceiling and captures him within its ray. And as he burns, he screams out in pain, and he just fades away like a Pirates of the Caribbean skeleton.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What
Vicious.
happens to all those skeletons?
Round 3.
I don't know, their flesh
Alton
burns off.
Newberry.
Okay. 5,
Saloon's eye be upon you.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Or I say I guess
Who's
10,
Saloon?
20.
She's the goddess of the
Are
moon.
we in?
And
So
the
it's Rocky
stars.
where it's
Of the
this
womb?
dark
Of the
color.
moon
If
and
it's brown, then
stars.
it's
The
difficult.
moon
to
maiden.
read.
Okay, so it was.
Then she
It's obviously
summoned
difficult to
moonlight down
pass
on them.
that.
10,
And we're looking for a star. That would
15
be
would get
like
here.
her. Never mind.
What goddess are you talking about?
Saloon.
20, and then I could
Saloon?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's
stab
the,
that guy.
She's
Okay.
the moon maiden.
Hmm.
The goddess of the moon. She's a pretty.
Hello,
I
Saloon.
probably did it with
Prominent-
a 17.
That
I'm
hits.
not religious, so.
Okay.
That's great. that you know
That's
that.
going to be full damage for me, so that's going to be 14 damage as I skewer him.
God.
It just goes.
Yeah,
Right.
I charge after like the guy who like fired at me, but then he disintegrates, and as I step, I just see this guy, and I go.
and it just nicks the tip of his, and he just. You see him.
Okay. Don't sneak up on me.
Take his crossbow.
He looks at you. He says something cool, right? He just goes, "Come here." And then,
Comic.
What does that sound kind of like to me?
oh,
He was
shit.
uninvited.
Yeah, Yeah, he's like he said something about smelling of bathroom.
It's true. All right, that's it for Alton. Strum.
Aw,
So
yeah.
it's just from what I
You
can.
definitely can see. Well, you can see that there's this guy who's going toe to toe with Badger, and there's a guy behind him who's like trying to get a beat on with his hand crossbow.
Yeah. When I stab him, it clearly because it's arrow flint. It clearly like it goes between his his.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah.
Like-
Kamiak just means oof.
Yeah, he catches it. He catches it between his torso and his arm, and goes, and then dies.
He catches it between his torso and his arm, but then a blood spot wells
Yeah.
up over here. And he looks down and looks, oh!
Ow. The old wound.
It's reopened from the stress.
All right, Strum, what would you like to do about
Well,
the situation?
I would like to try and attempt to cast suggestion.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Tom.
What language are you going to cast this in?
No, it doesn't matter. Didn't we decide this,
I
or
thought we
was that?
decided
What,
they had to speak a language. Am I wrong with that?
I think we decided that it would be universal. Creatures that can't be turned are immune to this effect. Suggestion must be worded in such a manner. Yeah, last time we had this argument, you let me just do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just do it. I like
Just
to move
do
it,
it.
move it.
But I'm the suggestion I'm going to try and do is suggest to them that
Speak English.
that they should put their weapons aside momentarily so we can have a conversation with them.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Interesting. And it's this main guy, right?
Yeah, I can't see any other figures.
Yeah, well, you can see this dude behind him.
Oh, I can't.
I
cannot see.
I did not know. Like I couldn't see that there was a man behind. I thought there was only
In
one
fact,
left.
there are 3 more.
I guess
Each bigger than the next.
I guess with that in mind, I would add in, instruct your remaining soldier to stand down and let us, resolve the rest of this situation peacefully, so we can have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
Well, we know what Luigi thinks of that. All right.
It's gonna be a wisdom saving throw.
DC 14.
We're out of DM rerolls.
Yeah, we are out, and they have advantage. Let's see.
Amy, curse him.
Curse.
Ooh.
It's a wisdom saving throw?
Not the best. Just
DC
not
what?
the best. Could have been
14?
better. Could have been better, Tom.
Woo!
Makes it.
Fuck.
See, you cursed it, and then she cursed it, so they can't.
Yeah, that was a double curse. You can't do the double curse.
But we did help. We did help everything with. I mean, that blue one is fucked for the rest of its life.
All right. So he momentarily looks at you and considers his weapon and looks at his compatriot.
Okay, then I'm gonna move behind that rock.
You're gonna move where?
Behind
the rock.
this boulder in the middle here.
Over here?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Damn, that never worked.
Jorvin.
I'm going to trudge out of the water and still position next to him. And I'm going.
Where?
What?
Where is my question? He's in a square here.
Yeah. Can I? Well, is he small also? I can move through his.
He is small.
Would I be able to essentially maneuver or like next to him or around him in any way?
Did you just sigh the monsters off?
Monsters have to reroll initiative.
If I can, I can. I'm just
High or low?
high, always high.
Always high. Roll low.
Oh,
You
that
can't
was
get
low.
into his space.
Well, I'm still gonna stab him.
Okay. Stab away. He has been nicked.
Okay, stab time. Oh, terrible! No stab for me.
You got a
But
one.
reroll.
Reroll.
Curse. Curse.
Hey!
You fucking witch.
So that will be a 22.
I know you're killing Amy.
22
Take it
hits.
back.
She's just choking on her own spit. It's fine.
It is. It's fine. It's fine.
Ooh,
Yay!
yeah.
Plenty
So
of
that'll be 16
damage.
slashing damage to him.
Whoa! Shit!
Okay.
You're really cool.
And my second attack against him with my offhand.
That was genuine. Stop.
Ooh,
You sounded
nope,
drunk.
that's gonna be a miss.
All right. So when
You're
you
really cool.
stab into him, he speaks another phrase in Infernal and points his
Oh, it's
finger,
infernal, huh?
finger at you.
Uh-huh.
Well, when he casts his spells, he speaks Infernal. And you are surrounded by hellish flames. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, and you're
please.
resistant to fire.
Oh, yes, we are.
Yes.
Are we still?
Oh, I get. How long does it last?
It's been a while. We've had like 2 long rests since we.
We
ate this.
don't-
Oh no,
Definitely
so
ate the
we haven't,
bread.
but we haven't eaten it.
Yeah, but we said we did.
Yeah.
Remember?
You weren't
Yeah.
even here.
Yeah, but
Remember.
That will be a 12 plus 7, so that 19.
Okay, well, you take half as much damage.
Then I eat my bread.
Then
Well, and
That's what you would do in Zelda.
you can take 5 points of fire damage.
As you're like flying through the air, being knocked back, you're like,
I love that about video games.
All right. That's it for you, yes?
Yes.
Huh? Yes?
Yes, indeedy. How's
Okay.
the wait, I'm trying to keep an eye back on the river behind me and the flow of magic. Has anything changed on like what's? Oh, I should actually because I just
a couple
took
of
damage.
corpses are floating down it now.
No, it's down now.
All right. So you use your detect magic.
No more detect magic.
Noted. Very good. All right. So he is going
I
to
think he needs to die, Tom.
hit you with his sword because he's good at that with sword hitting, mostly.
Sounds sketchy.
11 is not good though, so he misses with his first attack. How about a 23?
Oh nope, 27.
Dang.
What are you wearing? A barrel?
A bear.
I'm inside a barrel. Cut it open. It's still alive. I'm controlling.
Yeah, no, that hits.
The high
All
fantasy mech.
And
Oh, yeah. Bear suit.
All right, so he's also going to do a wrathful smite on you.
Dang.
Ooh,
Just-
wait,
Who are these bitches?
is this another save I can make?
This is another save you get to make.
It's
So
a demon. It's a demon.
damage-wise, it's not great. That is 10 points of damage.
What was the save for?
You're looking at a wisdom save.
So 13.
DC 13 is what it is.
I'll make it.
So you take a total of 14 points of damage. You are not frightened by him.
I'm not frightened of you. Shut up.
Wait,
You shut up.
Wait, did he make it?
Yeah,
I
You
did.
made it.
You rolled 28 points of damage? Or was
No,
it not?
14 total.
It's not half
was-
damage?
It's half on like the smitey part of it, not on the whole part of it. I think, right?
Not even half on the smitey part of it. You're just not afraid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you took the hit, but
Fucking
you saved
shit.
to
Yeah.
not be afraid.
And yeah, I'm not afraid of this bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take your damage, you son of a bee.
All right.
Oh, Joe, calm down.
Language.
It's okay when Strum says these things.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry, people.
You son of an owl.
This guy doesn't really have any good targets.
Who, me?
Oh, me?
All right, so he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 over here and pop his hand crossbow off at Alton
Oh no, but I'll do back to him.
and misses. So that's disappointing for everyone except everybody else. Glowstorm, it's now your turn.
All right, that moonbeam. Have moonbeam can travel. That moonbeam's gonna just wander on over to.
Mosey
You
on over.
can't see anybody else in the battlefield at this point.
I at least saw that fucker like move over there.
You're
Some-
behind the rock here.
You saw him disappear.
Okay, fine.
Give me a perception check.
All
You
right.
can move around.
I am definitely gonna move around.
You can moonbeam me if it'll make you feel better.
I can move you. Oh, I can moonbeam you.
It wouldn't be the
Thanks.
first time she's
Thanks.
moonbeamed an ally.
Perception. That would be a
I think
12.
Talfi might be possessed, so we're going to kill Talfi just to make sure.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you moonbeam Talfi into
yes.
unconsciousness.
Oh yeah.
But it was more to see if they were like
Lycanthropes.
yeah.
Use your wits and
shape-changer.
So you can
Yeah.
you hear something definitely move and you know that Alton
just
was like,
ask him.
aha! So you know something's over here. I'm gonna give him advantage on the save. So you can move the moonbeam on him, but I'm gonna give him
then
advantage
actually what I'll
against it.
do is just go 5, 10, and now I can see this fucker, right? The moonbeam
Yeah.
can move 60 feet, so
Okay.
it'll just get the guy. I can see it.
All right, very good. What's the DC?
14, and it is a Constitution. I think it's Constitution.
I'm really good at Constitution.
I think it's
This is
Dex.
Good.
I think it's Dex. I changed my mind.
Okay.
It's gone.
All right.
Wow!
These dice are...
Hey, no more rerolls for you, sucker.
He fails.
Oh.
Is that a
fancy
1
that.
and a 2?
It's 1 and a
one is-
7.
And that,
And a 2 and a 1.
and you're still rolling this dice that did everyone at the table curse?
Gotta come around. It's
You know
gotta
how
come
many
around.
women are named in
No,
that?
it doesn't.
9.
Ooh, 14.
That's 14
Fun
damage.
fact.
Yeah, in fact, there were
Yep.
9 women named
He
in
is
Mama
not dead.
number 5.
Low Storm, that's it for you, yes?
That's all I got.
Top of round 4, Alden.
Alden! A bolt just whizzes past your head.
It's like, oh, hello.
Are you trying to hit Top Boy?
So 17 plus 6.
That hits.
TB.
That's going to be 8 damage.
Oh, 8 damage. Well, he can take that. That's
Yeah.
not a big deal.
To
Well,
the
that's,
bank.
that's just my opening.
Take it right to the
That's your-
bank.
I don't want
the
to make
Darrow
it too
bank.
easy.
The crazy
Strong
Darrow
throw.
bank.
Their currency is bones. I'm gonna try and cast suggestion again on that guy.
Hell yeah.
I think I'm just determined to get him to lay down his arms so we can have a conversation, because I think it would be swifter for us to get the insider information about where the star might be rather than just search around for it. So I'm gonna try the same tactic of trying to cast suggestion on him and just be like, just lay down the weapons, let's just talk about this. And you don't have to die, we don't have to die, and everybody gets what they want.
Okay. Wisdom save DC 14, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Cursed.
This does not seem right, but there we go. So 12. All right. So he looks at the two of you.
Yay, it
He flips his spear, like spear point down, and stabs it into the mud. And crosses his arms and looks at all of you.
So I guess I'll use, for the rest of my turn, I'll use my movement to step out in front of him.
And
You just hop on my
Jordan.
head like a stepping stone.
We're both small.
I'm still in the water. But like,
He's like
you can
nibble
you
in
can
water,
like literally
depth in
just
water,
hop
so-
on my head.
I'm not gonna do that. I would merrily skip over it. I would not dunk you or something. But if I could get in between Jorvin and this guy,
Butthole McGee.
Okay.
and then use my free action to just turn around and let my friends know that he's under the suggestion spell.
Oh, but I want to stab him.
Okay.
You didn't at first.
Don't
I didn't.
attack him. It'll break the spell, and we have a chance to have a conversation and find out where the star
I'm having a
is.
sword fight behind
Yeah.
some rocks. I don't know any of this. You hear
But I'm
it's
still
like,
gonna
"Oh, God."
question him aggressively.
Okay.
Where's the star?
Knave!
Jorvin, what are you? So it's now your turn.
I
So I'm gonna come up next to him now.
assume that you're over here.
Yeah, I want to get out of the water.
You want to go over here?
Yeah,
Okay,
no more water for
You
me.
slop
I
up
don't like baths.
into the mud.
Too clean.
Yeah, all that nice dirt's washing off of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I say,
There's
and
some
I-
sediment in this water.
and I look at him and I say,
Uh-huh.
hey, okay, you, where's the star? The big rock. It's probably a rock, maybe a person. I'm not sure.
What language are you saying this in?
I'm saying it in common. Because that's all I know, common, giant, gnomish. So I have literally no useful languages of which to communicate with this guy. But I'm going to yell at him aggressively.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, listen, the spell lasts for 8 hours. We don't need to do it right now.
Well, 8 hours or until he completes his task, so I guess when we finish this conversation.
Right, so if we start the interview, he might think we're ending it. So maybe don't.
Give me a charisma check, please.
Okay. Let's see, my charisma. Ooh.
That's
Persuasion?
The one, that's the one you're good at.
Oh, yeah, that's the minus one. I say, look, you, tell me what I want to know. With a 10.
See?
All right. He just like has a confused look on his face, looks at you, and like can't quite puzzle out what you're getting at.
I turn to Trump's on my. I've loosened him up.
Great work. He still has a friend somewhere, though, who is not under a spell.
All right. So this guy over here is confused about what's going on, but he's much more concerned about this guy with the sword
Ah!
who's in his face. And he pops off another shot at you.
Isn't he at disadvantage if he's firing within 5 feet of me?
That's why
Yeah.
I'm rolling 2 dice.
Oh.
So 8 plus 4 is 12, probably misses you.
Misses.
All right, so that's not good.
So
for
unfortunately,
him.
my moonbeam is in his space, and he is starting his turn within the moonbeam.
Aha! Merry Mercenaries raid!
Raid! Thank you for the raid, Merry Mercenaries. He could move out of it. I don't.
But if he starts his
could-
turn, he still has to make the save against it.
He does. He does. I mean, I would like to turn it off since I want a chance to talk to him.
Well, if he's in it, isn't Alton in it?
Yeah, but it's enemies.
Oh.
I get to say
No,
who
is
it
it?
is.
No, it's the suggestion guy she burned.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the suggestion guy. So
That's what she
So
said.
you have to turn it off, otherwise.
I
we're
want
gonna-
to turn it off, but it's not my turn. Do you know what I mean?
No, you can you can turn off a
reaction.
spell at any time as
you're
essentially
just-
a free action.
Done. It's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. So, who speaks Dwarvish here?
I do.
Yeah.
Wait, but
Alton, kill that other one and come over here and talk to this dude.
Give me a perception check.
That's gonna be 13.
13. You can hear him kind of like bellowing, like, I don't understand you, little rat. Like,
Yeah.
that's about the best you can get out of this whole thing. That brings us around to Lowstorm's turn. What would you like
wait,
to
did
do?
you not attack that guy?
What? I stabbed the guy in front of me.
Oh, okay. He's not dead yet.
It was the monster's turn, now it's Lowstorm's turn.
Oh, it was Monster's turn. Okay, sorry.
And he's still attacking Alton,
Oh, yeah.
and all this is still difficult terrain.
Alden's
This
standing in the
guy-
mud.
Yeah, I am in difficult terrain at the moment, but I can step out of it once I murder this guy.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold steady. I think my
Okay.
friend's got it. I can't really. It's difficult for me to move around, and also I don't really want to hurt this new guy that we might talk to. So I just kind of soldier up, and I take my spear, and I'm ready, and I'm like, you just tell me where you need me,
All right.
and I look menacing towards the fucker with suggestion.
Alton.
I mean, this guy had a chance to stop and fired at me anyway, so I can't let that stand. Ooh, we'll get that one of those. Oh, wait. Is that
Luigi approves.
I read that wrong.
I
Sorry.
don't. I think you.
Yeah, I
you
moved it. Yeah, I
when
definitely moved
after,
it. Yeah, I moved it. I was like, what? Why? I wouldn't have. So it was 5, 7. That's probably gonna be a miss because it would be total of 13. So I am.
Here's a reroll.
No, I don't need it. I can add. I can do a precise attack.
If you don't want to, 13 will hit.
Will it hit?
13 is his armor.
Okay,
class.
so I don't have to do precise attack.
It's up to you.
Well, yeah. The only reason it would just cost me a superiority die and not give me any other advantages. So 9 damage.
9 damage. You run him through and he drops. Plurp.
Okay. So then I go 5, 10,
As you harass the
15,
table.
20,
Mm-hmm.
and I go in sort of I guess
You would see he's put his weapon down.
yeah, and
He's stabbed it in the mud. You know, it's
Yeah.
next to him.
I'm not.
But I mean, he's not like obviously like.
Not
yeah.
brandishing.
No,
Yeah.
it's clear what's happened. He's got. I've picked up. I've listened. So I go. Okay. Say this simple dwarvish because they kind of. It's not this. And I go. Star. Where is star in dwarvish? Like that sort of like using. Like just as slow and simple as I can say it.
And loud. You have to always be loud.
No.
Insultingly loud.
Insulting.
And he says, Sikadi have star.
I think that's a name. Someone named Sikadi has the star.
Or a cicada.
Ask him what Sicardi is.
Bacardi.
Yes.
Who?
It's a party star.
Who? Sikadi.
She is our broodmother.
That sounds
So horny for Broodmother.
Where is Sikadi?
He's like, walk or swim?
Walk.
He's like, he points like up the stream, and says, in our home.
Okay. Sikade. Talk. Give. Trades. Star.
If Sikadi trade star, how do we breed more?
Go on.
Wait, no one told me we can have sex with the star.
I don't think that's.
I'm out.
You say that, and he looks at you, and then in like very thick comedy, he says, "Want to have sex?"
Oh.
What?
Whoa.
Is this the new fuck bucket? Just like no nuance at all.
You gotta buy me dinner first, buddy.
How's his butt?
Please roll for butt.
We make you dinner.
Oh,
I think-
I feel like when you say that, you mean make me into dinner or like
Make you dinner.
Wait,
Oh,
are you
I'm
having
still-
sex with a star or a Darrow?
I'm just trying to figure out how the star works.
How do you know
We
no?
accept your offer of make sex with small badger man.
Oh, it is a badger.
Well, look, I'll take one for the team.
I don't think you should. I really think that's.
What are we
bad idea.
talking here?
No, I really don't want this to happen at all. No badger.
Look, I'm only comfortable with like over the clothes stuff at this point.
That's not sex, man. I don't know how to tell you.
It's not sex.
Something is a very sensual experience.
Over the clothes?
Hmm?
Yeah, but it's not sex. It
Yeah.
just isn't. And I know
Over the
that's not
badger
what they're
stuff.
thinking.
You don't have to have sex to be sexual.
It's
That's
true.
right,
very
but they
true.
did not say sexual experience. They said sex, and I think they
They
know-
also said something about dinner, and I'm still very unsure whether or not I would be dinner or we would be having dinner.
Yeah, pass on this. Pass on whatever he
I
thinks
think
his
he's
deal is.
No, I believe I've told him no.
Great.
Firm. I'm talking to her in Giant about this whole thing.
Yes.
Where I'm like, I really don't want to do this. Sounds terrible.
No! No! Pick again.
If you want, I take you to Sikadi.
Really? You do that for us?
Oh, you're such a good pal. Barbecue back on.
Doesn't understand what
Oh,
you're
I didn't
saying.
understand what he said either. In retrospect.
I'm just like saying. He says he'll take us there, and
Really?
Oh, that's great.
Okay.
Much better than sex for star.
would we be welcomed? At least not.
Yes, you would be welcome.
How likely are we
these just
going to
fuck
have to
dwarves?
fight our way
These are
through?
just fucked wolves.
Can you promise us
They've gone crazy from
a
fucking.
peaceful welcome?
Oh God. I don't know, man. They've been taking slaves and whatnot. Like,
And we just
There
killed-
is no need to fight Sikadi. Sikadi will welcome you with open wings.
Wings? Is she a bird?
Broodmother.
I mean, is she a bird? Ask her if she's a bird.
She's a broodmother. I don't
I
know.
don't know what that means.
Is she a bird?
no,
No.
No, she's not a bird.
I'm going to
Why are you so
assume
disgusted?
You just
giant scary insect.
Wings of flesh.
Oh, flesh
Oh,
wings.
God.
Flesh wings.
Oh, is
that's
she
not-
a bat?
No, I don't think. I think it's something much more terrifying.
Demon. Is she a demon?
I don't know.
Demon.
It's
She's
a demon.
I don't know. I don't. I feel like we're gonna find out.
I don't know if we just want to walk straight in.
Do we have anything to offer for trade?
Apart from Jorvin, no.
Oh, your bow. Your very nice bow.
Aside from this hot piece of ass, no.
I like this.
We've got the bow. I've got this box of glass.
I mean, if you don't want to give up your bow, I could give up my spear.
I think what we are trading for is something. It's a fallen star. I don't think even as wonderful as your spear or this bow are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. What did he mean? Why did the star affect them brooding? Breeding?
Ask him why the star made a warning.
Why is the only option us trading for the star? Can't we just steal it?
Good
we
point.
can't. Definitely, that is an option. I'm just saying to get us in the door.
Yeah. No, I guess you.
Yeah. So, why do you need the star to breed?
The star is a gift from Raka, the bat god.
So bat lady.
Maybe.
The star gives us the power to transform.
Into bat people.
To take on our ideal shape.
Which is...
So Sikadi became the Broodmother.
You're right.
Oh, I guess she is a bat.
Yeah.
Oh, she is a bat.
Well, something bat-like.
Yes.
But probably significantly more terrifying.
You know,
almost indubitably.
The minute I see a bat, I could turn into one. Anyway, food for thought.
I have no information about this, but I'm guessing
You could be the new Broodmother.
I could be the Broodmother.
I'm guessing that this.
We accept your offer to make Giant Lady Broodmother.
I said she didn't understand me. No, wait.
Also, too.
Wait, how did he understand me? What did he say just then?
I was just saying that I imagine that this thing is not a bat, but maybe a humanoid with bat wings, and also probably, as things tend to be when they are evil and transformed, incredibly large and terrifying.
Yes. There's a large chance for demons.
Okay.
What if you challenge the Broodmother, become the new Broodmother, and then you'll be like their queen, and then they'll have to give you the star?
No, as a Broodmother, would I have to have a lot of babies?
Yeah.
I mean, but we would, you'd say, oh yeah, I'll have all the babies, but then, right? Like,
and then what? And then do I get a fairy after that?
No, you would probably never get a fairy at this point.
Can I expend my primal awareness as an action to see if there's a fiend within 1 mile?
I mean,
Sure.
he's right there. He's
not
infernal.
him. I'm trying to discern if Bat Lady is a
I know, but if
demon.
But I think he's a demon.
I don't think
he
so.
may be a demon
He
too.
was speaking infernal earlier.
Only to cast spells.
So
I think
that doesn't eliminate the
think he's just like a
possibility that
warlock.
he's not a demon.
That's probably.
So
Their ideal forms.
can you give
maybe
me the
they'll just
description
get
on that
turned into
again?
demons.
Yeah, as an action, you can expand one ranger spell slot
mean, you
to
can't
sense
recycle that
whether
if you
any
trash it.
aberration, celestial,
dump it
dragon,
out.
elemental, fae, fiend, or undead are present within 1 mile of you. The feature does not reveal the creature's location or number, but I can tell essentially if there is an...
It just is there or is there not
Yes.
a fiend within a
And,
mile?
it will actually technically anything. It lets me know if it's an aberration, a celestial, a dragon, an elemental, a fae, a fiend, or undead are present within 1 mile of me. So it doesn't let me know the creature's location or numbers, but it does let me know if there's something of that creature type within a mile.
Something so sexy.
Do you
She's a
have to
Broodmother. She can't
specify which creature?
It doesn't
type?
say. It doesn't say.
So, like, if there's a mix, does it tell you?
Yeah, to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you.
Ooh, you should find that.
Show off.
There's something you need to know about Alton.
Oh God,
Shapeshifter again! Oh, damn it!
All right.
He's been a demon this whole
You don't get
In the
you don't get a
sack.
beat on anything except for fiend. There is definitely a fiend within 1 mile.
Okay. So like you see me like kind of close my eyes, and for like a second I kind of like reach out, and you feel kind of like this presence kind of like watch over you for a quick second, and then
Someone
like
fart?
I open my eyes back up again. I'm like, oh god, guys, yeah, definitely a demon in the area.
Is it him?
Is it you? Are you the demon? No, I don't think it's the demon. I'm guessing that maybe the Broodmother.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it definitely is, but there's a high chance, possibly. It's within a mile. The Broodmother's probably the closest thing.
Since
I'm just saying, y'all.
well, I think we should go there. Maybe suss it out a bit.
Yeah. And then either steal it, or kill everyone and take it, or find something to trade, or just lie in some way.
I still really like the become the new Broodmother plan.
I think in the end, that is going to be a decision you regret. Maybe not today.
But
She doesn't actually have
But
to
after
do that.
maybe 100, you're just kind of done.
Didn't that guy seem a little excited about it?
Yeah.
So
That's what I'm saying. Play into their most...
yeah, but just don't leave me here because I've got a ferry to
He
get.
just seems so desperate, and I think
That's
is
why
so,
it's a good play. What
it's
do
so
you mean?
unattractive.
You know, he jumped on my offer immediately. He's a bit thirsty.
Yeah.
He just.
I think the star's making him really horny.
Yeah.
Well,
That star's making it.
Yes,
Oh,
star make us horny.
Do we feel horny?
Not yet.
No more than usual.
Did you guys see, I follow Cher on Twitter and her Twitter is the weirdest.
Yeah.
And the other day she just wrote October makes me and then wrote horny in like emoji and like jack-o'-lantern and like bat and spiderweb emojis.
I think it was supposed to say corny. I thought
No,
that
it
was
says
a,
horny. It definitely, that's a
Like-
big ol' H at the top.
like difference in TweetDeck. All right.
So
So this guy looks at you and says, "Let us go to Sikadi."
okay.
And he begins marching into the water here. It gets about waist deep on him. And as he marches up, you can tell that in this part where it's really narrow, like the current gets really fast, and it would be very difficult to navigate. But he reaches down in the bottom of the
pulls the
fast
plug.
flowing stream here. No, he pulls up
chain?
a hidden chain that was down in the bottom that you probably would not have seen.
Smart.
And then just pulls himself hand over hand up against the current. There's this giant kind of V wave that goes around
I bet
him.
that feels so good.
It's cold water and it's very forceful, but he literally drags himself up around the corner and up into this next little pocket area. Everyone follows, yes.
Yeah.
First, I hand Strum the hand crossbow. I was like, I figure you might enjoy this.
Ooh.
So then we're not gonna we're not gonna investigate going up through the other riverway. Then
Yeah, I was in here. Did I see anything interesting?
No, it looks like the water is rushing out through gaps in the rock, but
Yeah.
not anything big enough that you could probably
It-
get through.
okay, cool.
It's
Laura
a
Croft could fit in there.
solid wall. Essentially.
Okay. Then
I mean,
let's
I
do
could
it.
squeeze through probably. I'm so light.
Oh yeah, you just
Top boy, but
We really have
You're
to.
really not good at having like in character body dysmorphia
Yeah.
because even
After this
even to be
adventure,
like,
we
I'm
should
way
really
too
talk
fat
to him about his
fit in there.
anorexia.
All right, so you guys come up into this small area. It looks like this cleft in the rock. Looks like there's been a lot of damage here, and that this fast flowing stream is probably new. So there's a lot of shattered and fallen rock in this area, and this split looks like it's brand new. It would normally be a little bit difficult to clamber up there, but then once again, like you all got each other to help out and whatnot, and you
We left out.
you climb into this narrow
Hello?
5 foot wide
You can't
schism in the rock and scuttle down the passageway here. I'm guessing Lowstorm probably still has her torch going.
Yes, indeed.
Yep, because I've only cast
So
spells.
take those people off and kind of send this away
Bye.
into the trash.
into the trash monster. You emerge now. When you get into the 5 foot cave, there's kind of like it almost smells like a little bit like burnt toast. It's kind of what you.
Do you smell toast?
There's an odd odor, and then as
Terrible.
you get closer, it smells like burnt cinnamon.
Which is the worst smell.
And you emerge
Cool.
out of this cleft into the rock into this. It looks like maybe this was at one time recently a temple of some sort, these are columns that support kind of a vaulted arched roof. The walls are painted in these almost psychedelic, like black, white, and then like it's got kind of like a bunch of shifting colors that are almost painful to look at. But the thing that really catches your attention is, first of all, there's a stream of water that flows down.
Are we in their sex dungeon?
There's a stream of water that flows down into the center and gathers in a puddle in the middle of this room. It's basically a large puddle. And then all around the edge here, there's just a wild variety of mushrooms of different shapes and assortments and sizes growing all over in here, right? And many of them are like the size of a head of cauliflower and whatnot.
My eyes are so wide.
Yeah.
I say, guys, can we take a minute?
And he, we took the guy away, but that's fine. He looks at you and is like, after we meet Cicadi, maybe we have meal. And
I'm still not sure about the wording.
The context of it is it's not dwarvish, so I can't tell you unequivocally that he's not saying after this he'll eat us, but
or have sex with us.
Yeah.
Or eat us. Have sex with us while he eats us.
Yeah, I don't know.
And so he leads you to this far passageway over here.
You seem upset.
There's a set of stone stairs that are carved in here that go up, the course of 10 feet. And you can tell that this end of the room has suffered extensive damage, right? This is where like part of the wall has collapsed, and this must have gone perhaps to a different chamber altogether, but it's completely like fallen in and whatnot.
But the impact from the star has probably wrought a lot of damage.
That's what you're guessing?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you have like stone cutting or something that might give you a better chance of confirming that, but that's that. But yeah, Badger, you look at this room and you're like, ooh, there's stuff in here that I've never seen. This variety of mushroom I've never seen. There's certain ones that you recognize that you're like, I've never seen them grow this big. Yeah, it's literally.
Oh, your teeth are gone. That's how excited you are.
So you
mushroom vacuum.
You follow him through this room and up the staircase here. Yes. All right.
Tentatively.
Can I use a? Can I grab one? Grab a few. Grab one, maybe. At least pull one out to kind of inspect it while we walk.
Cheeky shrooms on the way.
You can definitely you can take one for sure.
Okay.
But he's like he wants to keep moving.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. So again, I'm not sticking around to smell the flowers, but I do just want to grab one so I can look at it while we walk and maybe do a nature check or something on it.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And can I do a perception check while we move through the room just to see if.
18.
Okay. You think you could probably use this to brew some sort of potion?
Yeah.
It depends upon what other reagents you would mix it with to determine what kind of potion. But this is definitely it's an exotic variety of mushroom, and it's also very clearly from the way that it's grown in terms of how it's developed. It must be infused with some sort of magic. You're guessing, based on your experience outside, that it's probably some sort of transmutation magic. That's
Ooh, from the star.
I
will name this star sex mushroom.
You wanted to make a perception check to determine.
The star's name is sex.
Horny shroom. To see if I see any figures in that room or anything that just particularly stands out as not fitting in with the mushroom or pond theme.
In this particular room?
Mm-hmm.
Is anything out of theme?
Yeah, there's
the monster.
It's all tiki theme, but there's one pirate in the
we all walk by.
Exactly.
We all walk by, but Strum looks and notices that there's a naked man painted like the wall, and he opens his eyes.
That is the nightmare. I don't want to do a perception check. I legit have goosebumps. I hate that. It's just somebody there. Look what you said. No, it is Gautier. No.
I hate that song so much.
You don't notice. I mean, the walls.
But you're not gonna make me roll for it, okay?
No, the patterns on the walls are so brash as to almost be disturbing, right? And it's clear that like however they were painted, it was like mixed in with some of the fungus and whatnot. So they have almost like their own luminescent, almost like a blacklight type of quality to them.
Okay.
That is painful to your eyes. Like it's jarring to try and look at the patterns.
Yeah.
It's like
just like a stoner's room in the 90s.
Imagine
Lava lamps.
Imagine-
Spencer's gift.
Yeah, imagine you're like the room spinning kind of drunk, and there's a blacklight poster in the room with a blacklight lit up.
A
of
true
different
nightmare.
colors. Yeah,
A
exactly.
true nightmare.
Like
yeah.
that's the way it feels when you walk through this place.
It's
You have
disorienting,
like a very disoriented.
But I don't see any figures in
borderline
there. Or...
psychedelic experience. Well, why don't you give me a perception check?
Ooh, that's a 19 plus an 8, so that's 27.
Dang.
My third eye opens.
So the only thing that you do manage to notice is back here, up in the corner. Like this is, like I said, this is like was probably a hallway that went to a different chamber, but it's all collapsed. So it's maybe 7 feet tall. It's now just sort of a cleft in the end of the room, and it's overgrown with these weird pinkish mushrooms. And you do see just very briefly like a set of wings kind of like fold and unfold, but they're not attached to something that's like bat-sized, right? They're attached to something that's like human head-sized. But you can't tell what it is in the dark. It's just in the shadows.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm traumatized. I'm not gonna say anything right now because I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a note of that though.
All right. So you get up here, and waters. You can tell that there's water like just slowly flowing through here. It's almost like somebody like left a hose run a little bit or something like that.
So
right?
it's kind of trickling down.
And you can hear at this point. You can hear sort of like a labored breathing coming from around the corner.
I lean over and in giant I say, mouth breathers.
And you can hear trickles of water, and it sounds like maybe like occasional guttural utterances in infernal, right? And as you come around the corner, you hear this guy say, he yells, "Cicadi, Broodmother, I bring you more offerings."
Yeah.
And as you come around the corner, in the center of this room, there's a huge pool of water, right? The room has clearly been collapsed in by the force of the impact from the falling star. But you see this bloated, grotesque figure that looks like maybe at one time it was one of these Darrow creatures, but it's now turned into a large-sized creature, and it clutches the glowing the glowing pink star to its chest, and you can see that there are giant pustules all over its body. And
radioactivity.
Infection.
No, they're just zits.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Call
They
back.
fed it after midnight.
And
It's a gremlin's joke.
Cicadi like opens its great kind of like weird pointy tooth maw and gives almost this like guttural belch, and one of the pouches on its shoulder bursts, right?
Fucking.
And all of a sudden you see a small kind of like pale, very tightly gaunt, fleshy head with a pair of bat wings coming off of the back where its ears should be.
Is it the one Mogwai with the crazy eyes, because that was always my favorite one.
And it gives a very clearly hungry screech. And it leaps up into the air and begins to spiral around the room. And as it does this, you hear the chamber fill with return calls. And there's this massive flutter, and you can see that the roof is studded with literally dozens of these things, and they begin flying in a circular pattern. And that is where we will leave it tonight.
I turn to the group and I say, guys, we're gonna kill it, right? I don't think I want to have sex.
She just needs to become
I don't want it.
Please don't make me have sex.
Bad eggs on her back.
We're here to trade.
We're here to get that thing and get the fuck out.
All right.
Just grab one of them.
Bury them.
It is your last chance if you want to make a donation and try to win a copy of Endless Realms, the new RPG by Lunar Games. Remember, every dollar, every 100 bits goes towards a ticket. We'll be doing that drawing here at the end of the stream. Also, everyone who's with us right now, this evening, at the end of our stream, is going to get a copy of the art book for Endless Realms.
Even us?
Maybe, of course. Maybe that will pique your interest if you're curious about the game. So, in the meantime, let's go around and do our thanks and congratulations, everyone. Mr. Kyle Caps, everyone.
Hey, thank you. This was great. This game was terrifying, and I don't want to have sex with nothing.
Well, yeah.
You can catch me on Twitter at KJC Illustration or on Instagram at Kyle Illustration. I didn't post up anything from last week from my sketches. It's been a busy week, but I will try and do some little digital inkings and whatnot. I haven't even started on Inktober yet, so I'm mega behind, but I will be posting for that, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been super fun.
Very good. Amy Vorpal.
Hey, I'm at Vorpal Sword on Twitter and Instagram, and then also on Twitch, even though I haven't had much time to stream lately. Also, next week, Monday, Shadows on the Horizon at 7 p.m. Tuesday, Pugmire with GM Havana Mahoney at 6 p.m. And then also Ironkeep next week. So if y'all want a big old tasty taste of
Amy,
me,
all the time.
just the first half of the weekend in the evenings here on Saving Throw Show. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's my Amy dance.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's like
I'm proud
It
of
was
you.
very cool. Oh, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Is that what Amy does?
I think he's just excited.
Yeah, I think
I think
stream
it's-
3 times.
Oh, I thought you were trying to do a dance that Amy
that
does.
imitates.
I would never deign to impersonate Amy Vorpal.
It's way more
You've done
flowy,
it
many
before.
more like.
No, I dress up like you
Ballet.
or an
Amy, you did it tonight. It's
What
this. It's that. It's
Well,
like
from my experience of being at a dance with Amy, her dance is going from the one bar to the next to get drinks because the line is so long, so that's all she has time to do.
I like how you're like, we went to a dance.
That's what it
We
was.
went to a dance.
It was a dance.
When I took it to Cotillion,
Yes.
It wasn't a party. It was a high
When
school
we went
dance.
to the spring form.
That's what it was. That's what you tell.
It was in a ballroom
It
and
was.
it was bare and there were only 2 bars.
there was bears.
Bartenders. It was barren.
If I haven't grossed her out, maybe Havana Mahoney will be back next week. Last 15 minutes of stream.
I like how you made an effort to tell Jay Africa I don't appreciate body horror, but didn't make an effort to tell your fucking self. God damn it.
Well, I mean, I said Broodmother, and you were like, take us to him.
I don't know what a broodmother is.
Thank you,
I didn't
Vampires
know.
54. Very good.
I don't know what that is, so
Yeah.
I thought it would be a big old bat, is what I thought, based on Amy's comments.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah, it
old
didn't work
bag.
out that way. What do you got going on? What do you want to promo?
Well, you can follow me on my Twitch where I stream 6 days a week. That's twitch.tv/Vanna. I do variety games and lots of community focus, lots of talking and chatting and hanging out. You can catch me on the Twitter for projects I do there and here and Geek and Sundry and Alpha, and that is twitter.com/HavanaRama, HAVANARAMA. And you can catch Pugmire starting this coming Tuesday, October 9th, and it's going to be me as the guide, is what they call it in Pugmire, and Amy Vorpal, and Kelly Nugent, and Omar Najam, and Megan Capes-Kellerman, and it's going to be super awesome. If you haven't checked out the art, I posted it on my Twitter, and it's really great. All the characters are super fucking cool. I'm super excited. My dad said yours was his favorite.
A little cute little
Shih
Shih
Tzu.
Tzu.
Oh,
She's so lovely.
What's her name again?
Twilly.
Twilly's my dad's fave. But yeah, please tune in for that. It's going to be a 3-part mini-series, so you won't want to miss any of the episodes. And we'll have a special guest on the last episode, too.
Woohoo! Is it me?
I mean, not as of right now. But listen, if people keep
That's a total Amy move.
As it stands now, I think that's all I have.
Eric Reichard, everyone.
Yay!
Yay!
You can also follow me on Twitch, mostly Eric. I stream variety games there. And I'm mostly shit on Instagram and Twitter. So that's the username. Not the content. And you can also catch. Speaking of 3-part campaigns, we just wrapped the Garden of Good and Evil, our Changeling 2nd edition game on Saving Throw last night.
Woohoo!
So you can catch the VODs on YouTube, on the Saving Throw YouTube, and check those out. It was a really
Or
fun
on
campaign.
Twitch, yeah.
Hey, we used, for the DM's Lament tonight, we used these epic D20 coins from Campaign Coins.
Ooh,
They're
they're
currently
so cool.
on Kickstarter. You can go to Kickstarter and search for Campaign Coins or Epic D20 Coins and check those out. Those are currently crowdfunding. It is funded, and they're pushing on stretch goals, and it just launched 2 days ago. It launched on Monday, so check those out. A big thanks to Mr. Dom Zook, the man behind the screen.
Heck yeah.
Anytime you've seen it at Saving Throw show up anywhere, it's probably been Dom, but especially
Or
in
an
the chat
imposter
tonight.
killed him!
Oh, get the doppelganger. So
Ask
that's
him
that.
something only Dom would know.
I want to thank all of our
Harold's middle
mods who help keep our channel safe, friendly, clean, and
It's Harold.
accessible. There's a
Harold.
couple
Harold,
things, a couple other pieces of
Puddington.
business that we need to take care of. First of all,
We leveled!
thanks to chat.
Yay!
Huzzah!
And
Level up!
especially thanks to everybody who donated tonight, but Vampire54 came in at the last minute with the clutch donation.
Heck yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
The entire party will have advantage on rolling their hit points at the beginning of
Oh,
next
thank
session.
you so much.
Oh, we were gonna level either way.
That's a big. No, that was not. There was an initial goal to get the party to level up, and then there was a stretch goal for getting advantage on your hit points.
Thank
So,
you.
Yes.
Thank
so
you to everyone.
Definitely thanks to everyone, regardless of whether you were able to chip in bits or chip in cash or just being a fan of the show. We appreciate that. And then sharing the word on social media is the only way that we grow. It's the beginning of a new month for us, and we're trying to keep the lights on and the rent paid. We got a lot of exciting shows, as you can tell, coming up on Friday. You can check out Wildcards. You can catch me next Tuesday afternoon on Disorganized Play. We'll talk about how this game went. We'll talk about what's coming up next week, what's going to go on with the Broodmother, all that sort of fun stuff. I do a little DM chat and advice show Tuesdays at 2 o'clock, so tune in for that. Other than that, do we need to announce who our raffle winner is, or is that going to work?
You ready?
Okay, I am ready myself.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
Big thanks to our mods, by the way, who help keep the channel safe, friendly, clean, and accessible. Your hard work does not go unrecognized.
Okay.
Our winner.
Oh man, are you ready?
Yeah,
Oh,
are you?
now I'm ready. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they're in chat right now.
Someone who's not in chat right now is the winner of Endless Realms RPG. Oh no, I don't think so. It's SF Giants 49er. Is
Hey!
All
GSF
the way
Giants
over
49.
Well earned.
on the
In
OG
Deutschland.
in Deutschland.
Schläft.
Schläft, yes.
That means he's sleeping.
Yeah.
I knew a
Wahrscheinlich.
phrase.
at work.
He's at work, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
8 hours
Like-
ahead. It's like 7 or 8 in the morning. Yeah.
Maybe even 11.
Arbeitet. Yeah, arbeitet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know that verb yet.
But everyone, I
How
assume
the
the
fuck do
link
you
is
know?
getting... I lived in Germany for an entire year.
Oh, I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Everybody should have a link to the Endless Realms art book, so check that out. If you think the art looks cool, hey, maybe go order yourself a copy of the game, or you can go back and watch, not all of us, but watch it get played here on Saving Throw Show. You can check out
DM'd by the actual creator of the game.
So check that out.
Which is a cat.
One of the creators.
Yes.
So
many people involved.
you can check that out on our YouTube channel, or I'm somewhere on our VODs here on the Twitch. Thank you so much, everyone. It's been a great session. I had a great night. I was glad to be back from Canada. I'm looking forward to see what happens next session. Until next time, let's dungeon!
Now hey-yo, you rascals with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both beat high.